Yo.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, you out there. You want some culturally concise commentary? You want some co-hosts who actually are authentic and real, and you can tell that they actually have some type of chemistry going on? You hate cloud chasing? That's cool. I actually got something in mind for you. So keep listening. You'll find out.
Yeah.
This is Touchdowns and Tangents, your weekly spot for NFL takes, culturally concise, tangent, and context for the culture.
Nigga's gonna be here for 5 minutes. I'm like, all right, guys, I'm gonna dip.
What's up, good people? Live from Hawthorne, California, and Zoom. It's Touchdowns and Tangents, the dynamic. How do you say foursome?
Don't say foursome. You say quartet.
Quartet. There you go.
The podcast quartet.
The podcast quartet. You
Leave
love
the words
to hate.
to me. It's okay.
The podcast quartet. You love to hate. I'm PD Camarillo. He's Kenneth Frank James Berry. We got Nikki. We got Lucas on the line. Even though Nikki's got to run soon, but it's okay.
She's a runner. She's a track star. It's okay.
She got to put that pre-workout to use somewhere.
And that creatine. Those creatine cravings.
Bro, y'all.
You just got a bottle.
More than y'all. You're gonna be real sorry.
You just got to bottle Lucas's demons and then like have him ship them to you and then just use that as pre-workout.
No, bro, I got plenty of my own demons.
I don't mind.
The second one was talking.
Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to play the DJ order that. That was really inconsiderate. I'm sorry. Mental health is important.
Okay.
I didn't mean to gaslight you guys. I'm being serious. I really didn't.
You're the wrong person to say that.
I'm sorry.
It always sounds like you're gaslighting somebody.
No, I'm like being genuine. I'm sorry.
It just gets worse the more you talk.
You got that innate comedic timing. No, that was pretty funny.
I keep forgetting you guys are both the same sign. Oh, hilarious.
All right. So
What?
we got a full ass rundown.
You're both Tauruses.
Oh, like Taurus or not?
Yeah, Taurus is on the goats. You already get over this.
what
I
did
mean,
you
like-
say? I'm a musty ass Taurus.
No.
There you go. Yeah.
No. He's a musty-ass Taurus.
Own your statement.
Pete's a musty-ass
You said all
Taurus.
Tauruses are musty.
They
you
are.
literally said
In
that.
some way, shape, or form, they're musty. Either physically or emotionally musty.
No.
It's true.
Let's talk about it.
I'm a Pisces because I'm every sign wrapped into one.
Every time Nikki comes into the studio, she's always the cleanest and freshest one out of all of us. So,
Yes, so she's not physically
she's
musty.
not musty.
So she might be emotionally musty.
Right, so you're saying I'm emotionally musty, so you
here
gotta
we go.
clarify for me.
Potentially.
How am I emotionally musty?
I don't know. I mean, we can go back to last week.
Oh, not this shit again.
I don't know.
This is what I'm talking about. You're just talking about random shit.
I'm really
exactly.
not. I'm not talking about random shit.
Exhibit A, proven in
It's
3
Pisces.
minutes.
It's Pisces
Proven
season.
in 3 minutes. I haven't even got to number one on the rundown.
It's Pisces season. Everybody watch your fucking mouth. That's all I'm saying.
Here we go.
Says the motherfucker running his mouth and talking over everyone.
But I'm a Pisces, so watch your fucking mouth.
Oh my god, bro.
It's our season.
Wow.
You guys have the rest of the year. No one will care after that. It'll be halfway over.
Does anybody really even care about Pisces?
Yes, think about it. It's the most lit time of the year. Everybody gets their taxes. We blow off a bag. Kids get bored.
You didn't even read the link that I sent today.
The journalism one?
Before that.
There's like 4 of them.
About the tax refund.
I did. I read through it.
Yeah,
a little
it said
bit,
you
and
shouldn't be getting a tax refund because you're just giving your employer a interest-free loan. And if you're getting a big-ass tax refund, then you're fucking up.
I mean, the system is designed to DP you. So what do you want me to do? I don't file my taxes. I go to jail. I file my taxes.
No, you file your taxes, but you shouldn't be getting a big refund.
I might not get a big refund.
If you're getting a big refund, you're doing something wrong.
I might not. I made more money last year. I might not get a big refund this year. I got a big refund the last couple of years because, well,
But that's what I'm saying. You gave your employer a interest-free loan. All those years you got a
Brian had 7 W-2s 2 years ago in 1 year.
And you gave them all loans. You gave them all money.
Shit. I had to make a way out of no way.
They got capital off your back.
They get capital off our back anyway.
I know. You gave them
Speaking
a little bit more.
Speaking of capital off your back, the slave trade. I mean, the combine was today.
What? That's not even on the rundown till like 17.
I know. I just want people to know that the NFL combine was today.
Thank you, Kenny.
In case you didn't know. So
What's today?
I'm teasing it for the show.
We're on a podcast. Today doesn't matter.
So why'd you say the day?
Yeah, man.
You literally said the day. Nobody said the day. It's the touchdowns and tangents is on.
This is why I always try to feed him before the show, because if not, he really just goes off the rails like this.
So you calling me a podcast gremlin?
Saying, read the room. We're all calling you a podcast gremlin. Is that your stomach gurgling?
No, I wanted to say something, but then I was just confused. I was like, am I being attacked? What should I say back? I don't know. Well, so if we're gonna talk about it, let's just talk about it.
The weakest segue ever.
No, it's not. You said you want to talk about the first thing on the rundown. You still haven't said it yet. I'm waiting on you.
All right, so the NFLPA came out with a report. Kenny shared it on his timeline, which I didn't know he could, but it's fine.
Report cards. Don't take cheap shots.
I'm just saying.
You weren't paying attention.
I was just shocked. I didn't. I usually have you muted, but I was like, look.
I made my account.
I was like, where's Kenny at? Let me look at his story. This is the first time I looked at your story in like 6 months.
Really? I could have sworn it was like a year. I swear. I feel like all pandemic, you ignored my shit. Like the first couple months of the pandemic, you're like, hey, he's spitting low key.
No, I'd be like,
you're like, all right.
I'd be like, he usually sends me. He usually CCs me on important memes. Like he'll send them to me directly.
Yeah. High level petty shit, fat boy stuff.
Yeah, I'm good.
That super burrito and bellflower.
But yeah, so the NFLPA interviewed 1,300 players on an anonymous survey about the conditions of various franchises in the league. They were asked questions about facilities, coaching, a number of different things around treatment of the family, et cetera, et cetera. So the number one team in that survey, surprisingly to me, was the Minnesota Vikings. But I mean, it makes sense. Why else would you go to Minnesota if they're not treating you right? And
the waters of Lake Minnetonka, even though you should never go to Lake Minnetonka.
What'd you say, Lucas?
Man, you have to do much anyway to keep.
I just mean everyone's so nice to each other in the Midwest.
I think it's like that Midwestern attitude.
Yeah.
Like that Minnesota attitude. Like they're the Canadians of America.
They really are.
Yeah, I think we should just give the Midwest to Canada.
Nah, because Chicago might have a say so.
Yeah, they could have the Midwest and yeah.
Do you really want to fight with Iowa and all these other places?
We'll take Mexico and then they can have the Midwest.
Well,
we can't take
they
Mexico.
don't exist in my eyes, so.
Hey, I get you're from DC, but that's crazy to say that.
The worst teams.
That's elite. That's classism.
The worst teams. I think the worst team was
the Arizona Cardinals.
No, it was the Washington Commanders.
Well, yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Like bottom three.
Cardinals were 31st.
What?
Yeah, Commies and then Cardinals. Yeah, those were the two worst.
You know the funny thing about that though, on the report card, like they got solid grades in like coaching, stadium.
Yeah.
But their Fs were like in training, facility, weight room, all that stuff. So it's like the main core stuff that you see is good, but it's like behind the scenes is bad. That's pretty much Arizona. Pretty much Arizona.
They were lying about the coaching because like there's no way most of these teams had.
Just ranked 30th.
I think it's more of like the turnover and like.
Yeah, maybe.
Like that, I think that's how the coaching was seen, like more so than just like.
Well, but also I think it's like kind of confusing too because like, what about? How do you do that?
Yeah, so I think that's why they think of it more as like
a free agent guy.
The consistency, like the consistency of the coaching, is what makes it good more so than just the X's and O's.
Arizona Cardinals are the only team that makes their players pay for food.
That's wild. I don't know.
I feel your pain, Arizona.
But food's not that expensive out there, so.
But like,
and they don't got high taxes, so I think they're okay.
Everybody's moving to Arizona, bro. It's just becoming L.A. West.
Low-key. East.
Yeah.
Low key.
Like, they're taking everything that was Arizona and making it like LA-ish. And honestly, it's probably some people who aren't from California who are leaving California to move to other states because they don't want to go back to where they're originally from. I'm tired of LA people getting a bad rap wherever we go. All I'm saying is we're usually well behaved. Unless you leave the country, then you're on some bullshit. But I think the Chargers are 30th on that list, and the Chiefs are like 29th. The Raiders are like 4, I think, or 3. Their team facility is all the way in Henderson, Nevada, which is like in the middle.
Shit's nice as fuck, though.
It's in the middle of nowhere, but the scenery is fucking beautiful.
It's not in the middle of nowhere.
That feels like nowhere. You're like 20. You're like 20 minutes from the strip, but it feels like nowhere,
bro.
That shit feels much more deserted than the IE.
I'll say that the Chargers were at the bottom of the list.
Yeah, I can.
The Chargers were.
Yeah,
30th.
Pretty low.
Where do the Rams land?
They're towards the top.
The Rams.
Huh?
They're towards the top.
No, they're not. They're 25th.
Really?
That makes sense.
The Vikings are 1. The Dolphins are.
How would they be that different?
Well, because the Rams just got a new facility, like 2 years ago.
I'm gonna run down the whole.
The
list
Chargers don't have a facility.
So the Vikings are 1.
But they are both similarly ranked, though.
Like 4 spots from each other. So Vikings 1, Dolphins 2, Raiders 3, Texans 4, Dallas 5, Packers 6, Niners 7, Giants 8, Bills 9, Saints 10, Seahawks 11. Then the Panthers at 12, the Bears at 13, surprisingly. Philly at 14.
That's too high for the fucking Bears, bro. Nobody's even checking on the Bears.
Soldier Field.
Nobody's visiting the Bears in free
Soldier
agency,
Field's
bro.
concrete is harder than the fucking the cobblestone steps to hell.
That's just like they like the idea of Chicago.
The
Like,
Panthers being that high surprises me.
go ahead, finish.
Yeah, Philly's 14, Detroit's 15, the Colts are 16, Baltimore 17. Their training staff gets horrible grades, by the way. A bunch of former Ravens players.
Keep going.
Tennessee's 18. The Jets are 19. The Donkeys are 20. The Browns are 21. The Steelers are 22. Atlanta's 23. The Patriots are 24. Yeah, 24th. The Patriots. Deal with it. Rams at 25. Bucs at 26. Bengals at 27. Jaguars at 28. Chiefs at 29. And then the Chargers, Cardinals, and Commanders.
Bro, what players did they interview? Because
all the ones who got MRSA and got injured.
Yeah, bro. Some of these are
Commanders are accurate. I think most of those are accurate. Especially when the injuries one are the most underrated because a lot of players have said like the Ravens, like the dude for the strength coach for the Ravens gave everybody COVID. He eventually got fired. Then the Chargers health.
Oh damn!
The Chargers health team damn near killed a guy. Multiple people actually.
Yeah. Well, like multiple.
All right. Other news coming from the week. As Kenny mentioned, the NFL Combine is going down, which means
you say Combine?
Combine, which means a lot of the league is basically conferencing together in Indianapolis, congregating, discussing league issues. Among those rule changes, supposedly there's a proposal on the field to adopt the 4th and 15th rule that allows teams to kick an onside kick. The XFL has implemented this rule. Fans love it. So the NFL might consider adding that as well as some other rules from the XFL.
We talking XFL on my fucking rundown? We talking XFL? I thought we agreed when the season started. Fuck the XFL.
Oh, well. They're actually not doing
I
that.
actually don't know what you're talking about. 4th and 15.
Okay, so basically... So basically, in the 4th quarter, instead of going for it, you could kick an onside kick. All right, here, let me read it for you. Some of the XFL, what this isn't. The 4th quarter teams could choose between a traditional onside kick or 1 4th and 15 play to immediately gain possession after the scoring drive. So after you score in the 4th quarter, when you're down, you can either kick the onside kick or go 4th and 15 to immediately regain possession.
which is kind of lit.
What the hell, man?
Man, that's cute or whatever, but that just seems so XFL. Like, you know what I mean?
We don't want cute
like,
though.
It doesn't seem like it has like it's legit. Like, I don't know how
Reduces kickoff injuries.
It reduces kickoff injuries. It gives teams a chance when they're down big, which is like the biggest gripe about the NFL, especially when you got a good team going against a bad team and they're up big in the fourth quarter. It's like people don't want to stay for that. People don't want to keep watching it. So it's like this at least gives them a compelling reason to stay at their TV and stay in their seat. Because, I mean, ideally, bro, like I could see someone like really taking advantage of that in the NFL. Like I could see the Chiefs coming back from 21 down with fucking 7 minutes left and just scoring big and then hitting 3, 4th, and 15s in a row and winning the fucking game. And then they're gonna be like, "Yeah, this is a dumbass rule. Let's get rid of this shit."
What would that do to betting lines? What would that do to betting lines? That would drive Vegas crazy.
That would fuck everything, dude. Yeah, I don't.
Fuck your parlay.
It just seems so like fan-controlled football vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have to go for SCF
I mean,
like
it
that.
sounds interesting.
Shotgun blast,
It's
please.
just, I don't.
That was a great point.
I like it, but yeah, I just think someone will ruin it, and then it won't be fun anymore.
Don't turn NFL into college football. Is what we're saying. Keep that church and state.
It's not even that. It's not even like I feel like college football is more legit than like fan controlled. Like it
wow.
How do I say it? It's like the
She chose an enemy. She chose an enemy.
How is it not?
She chose an enemy and
It's more
won't stop
structured.
punching.
It's just more.
So you mean the league?
I can't.
The league that said we don't take money, that was taking money under the table for 100 years. You're saying they're the legitimate league?
Damn.
I'm just saying.
Like legit. Like, I'm trying to think of the. I don't know. I'm having a hard time. My brain's kind of like filling with mush right now, but I think y'all get my point.
Is that the pre-workout kicking in? It's clouding your thoughts and hollowing out your focus on one particular topic?
I didn't even take any pre-workout today.
It's the creatine then.
All right. The other big news of the week that came down from the NFL Combine, Jalen Carter, defensive tackle out of Georgia, defensive lineman out of Georgia. He has arrest warrants for reckless driving adjacent to when his teammate died in a car accident.
I can talk about this. I wrote the headline for it this morning. So what happened was, originally he was speeding. They had the arrest warrant and everything signed and ready to go, but they acted in good faith and had him turn himself in. He was only in custody for about 16 minutes, and it was a total of $4,000 bail. And in his picture, his mugshot is him in a white tee, and I'm like, wow, that's a bad optic. Your agent didn't tell you to put on a fucking sweater, a jacket, a fucking Coogee sweater, something,
a polo,
just a shirt, something with a button up, like pretend it's game day.
No, man, the Combine shirt, that shit would have been hard, bro. He would have been the GOAT after that.
No bull.
Yeah, no, the Combine with the number D-line 7, that shit would have been hard,
Dion was right. Something I'm not hard to find, like, but yeah, so he was speeding, and obviously since it's Georgia and downtown Athens, you know, towns like that are small, it's easy for the traffic camera to find you. And both cars were swerving in and out of lanes. The driver already had like a blood alcohol level that was kind of high. And yeah, he pretty much was. Last night, he turned himself in at like 11:30.
Okay, my guy, you said you wrote the headline for this, so I thought you were going to give an abridged version of it.
No, I'm giving details to what the headline was, because he pretty much went back to the Combine today and finished answering all his interviews. He's going to work out at his pro day. He probably would have ran like a 4.7 with all the Georgia dudes who ran fast today. So who knows? But they can connect it to the other car that hit a light post and, they died. Because if they're speeding earlier and they're still speeding, then they died because they were doing some reckless shit and he's at fault. Now, the question is, this could be a Henry Ruggs situation, technically. Like, do you make it where he signs his contract, if you draft him, that he has to get a driver service the first 3 years of his career? Do you suspend him before he even gets drafted? Like, what do you do?
You can't suspend him before he got drafted.
Hey, man, they did a lot of things to Pat Jones.
They didn't suspend Joe Mixon before he got to the league. They didn't suspend a lot of people. That situation was
murkier. But it's like...
Until the video came out.
Nah, it was still murky.
Joe Mixon was actually... He was suspended for an entire year, actually. He sat on the bench for a year at OU.
In the NFL?
No, he got suspended a whole year at OU.
Yeah, in college, yeah.
And had to wait.
Because he wasn't eligible, yeah.
He had to wait. Mm-hmm. Well, he was eligible that year, but he had to wait.
But I mean, yeah.
He was like a redshirt
he wasn't
sophomore.
eligible to get drafted.
And he wasn't eligible to go to the combine because of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So when you factor in this is much worse. Because two people died, and one dude was like a high. He's still considered a first round
but I don't
prospect.
think he's going to catch manslaughter or murder or anything like that. I think he'll just catch reckless driving and.
But you contributed to it because you
whatever.
were racing. You were racing them, and if y'all were both drunk and you're racing and you got away, and he paid a $4,000 fine. One fine was $1,500. The other was like $25. But it's like, dude, the charges could be worse. But we'll see what happens.
The charges could be worse. I think whatever whoever the prosecutor is, they're already cooperating and accommodating him. So I think
I can tell he's already
easy on him.
I'm pretty sure he's already off the Raiders draft boards. The Raiders aren't putting up with that shit. There's no way to take him after what happened to Henry Ruggs. Then you're a hypocrite.
A lot of people had him in the top
3.
Yeah, 1.
Fucking
basically 1 of 1. Yeah, so
Anderson didn't.
It'll be interesting to see where he lands, but
he was never gonna go to the Raiders anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna fall past 7. Now he might.
On that note, there's rumors that the Chicago Bears, a lot of people had them taking Carter with the first pick. They're rumored to be trading out of number 1. So they're going to stick with Justin Fields, which makes sense. But yeah, I think that pick, there's a lot of back and forth about it. Some scouts and analysts are like, yeah, this is the year to jump up to number 1. However, there's other people saying Bryce is like a generational talent. Should go out and get him.
Yeah.
Well, Anderson was like,
and CJ are like a step above the rest of the quarterbacks. So it's like you got to either jump up to get Bryce or jump up to get CJ. But either way, you're gonna have to jump up to get one of those guys because they're both not gonna fall past 2.
And Will Anderson was like, Bryce played in the SEC his whole career. Clearly, size isn't an issue. He played in the toughest conference against the toughest competition at 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he's my sister's height, but oh well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I mean, I think it makes sense for the Bears to trade back because they need a lot of help. I think if they can get at least 2 first-round picks.
Plus, Lamar still
without moving too far back, and there's a lot of teams with 2 first-round picks or multiple picks in the top 50.
Seahawks,
multiple picks in the top 50. So
and you gotta ask yourself,
they got a lot of room.
You gotta ask yourself if you're the Bears,
they need a whole ass offensive line.
You trade
a whole ass secondary.
Trade Fields to the Ravens to get Lamar.
Whole ass D line. Oh, and they already have multiple picks too, right? Because they
gave up their 2nd round pick for the Claypool trade.
No, but I'm talking about for Roquan. Didn't they get a 1 for Roquan?
No, they had a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got a 2nd.
Trash.
And a 4th, I think.
Trash.
Yeah, Raiders should have pulled that trigger, but
they got like a 2nd, 4th, or 5th or something.
Trash.
The amount of teams that could actually go pull Lamar and pay him is.
And didn't they get like a 4th round pick for Robert Quinn? That doesn't make any sense, bro.
I think that was a 5th, wasn't it?
Okay.
The Eagles were like desperate, I guess. Or...
They didn't use him like that.
Well, he got hurt, and then when he came back, he
don't play run defense.
They don't really use him, yeah.
He's a sack master.
And they had like 13 defensive linemen.
Yeah. So the question is like, if you trade Fields, you would have to trade him like Baltimore to get some type of even trade value back, and you'd have to get Lamar and pay him. Because if you're gonna send Fields and you want Lamar back, they're probably gonna want the number 1 overall pick. If that's the case, you got to give me Mark Andrews and Lamar, and probably J.K. Dobbins, and I'll give you Fields in the first overall pick. That's a fair trade. Because you still got to pay Lamar. But
that's not really a fair trade, bro.
If I give you the number 1 overall pick,
you're
Justin Fields.
You're talking about trading a playoff team.
Justin Fields is fucking.
You're talking about trading a playoff team in the AFC.
They might not even
for Justin Fields and whatever the number 1 pick is.
So let's say Will Anderson.
That's trash, bro. That's a trash ass fucking trade.
Not
bro.
really.
That's a trash.
No, because you can trade the number 1 overall pick.
That's a trash ass trade for the Ravens.
The Ravens traded down and got like 3 first-round talents last year. So what are you saying?
That's a trash.
They missed out on Jordan Davis. Traded down and got Kyle Hamilton, fucking David Ojobo, and the Iowa center. All those dudes are considered first-round picks, and 2 of them slipped to the second round.
What I'm saying, though, is you're talking about trading the core nucleus of a reigning playoff team, like consistent playoff team, for the nucleus of a team that's drafting number 1 overall and hasn't been in the playoffs in like 6 years.
Teams are already
4
pissed.
years.
Players are already pissed at Ravens ownership for the fact that Lamar hasn't been paid yet. And everybody's like, Lamar should have never played the season 2 years ago. He should have sat out. If he had an agent, his agent would have said, you're not playing. They're going to pay you like they paid everybody else. But since he waited to the end of his contract, if they don't give him an exclusive rights free agent tag, franchise tag, it's a slap in the face. So he's going to be willing to leave. Bears got the capital.
Other headlines from the week. Defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier decided to take a year off from coaching. He's been in the league a really long ass time. He was a player. He's been a head coach. So
should have had another head coaching job, but black coaches don't get treated fairly.
It's hard to be a coach because it's like, bro, you prep and you go through the grind that is coaching. And then on top of that, if you're trying to like level up and expand, it's like you got to go through that whole process. Unless
you're a white coach, and you pretty much
get
pushed up through the
probably not get hired, and then you got survivor's remorse, and you're like, well, I guess I should just be happy that I have this job that I kind of like, but like I deserve better, and so it's just like.
But that's the life of a black coach.
It's a shitty shit. I mean, that's the life of most people, honestly, if we're being honest. But yeah,
what I'm saying,
definitely
in the NFL,
for defensive coaches in the NFL.
For him, he was potentially getting head coaching interviews. Jim Caldwell just said he's going to stop interviewing for it. It's like, at one point, do you just realize as a black coach, like, there's a permanent ceiling? Because people like Jonathan Gannon are getting head coaching jobs and having the worst fucking... Like, the only worst choke job that Jonathan Gannon... Like, when I think of defensive coordinators who got head coaching jobs, is Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia was fucking horrible in that Eagles Super Bowl. Giving up all those yards.
Yeah.
And then he gets the Lions head coaching job and then sets the whole franchise back. Undid everything Jim Caldwell did and made it worse. And then Campbell made it slightly better, but still not as good as Caldwell, because that was Matthew Stafford's best statistical years. And the defense was actually good, and they were a well-balanced organization. And then Caldwell was just like, well, I guess I'll just be a QB consultant.
But I think they'll be good this year. I think the Ravens will. I think the Lions will make the playoffs this year.
The Lions could definitely pull a trade for Jalen Ramsey.
Well, they might not have to. He might get released.
They got the picks. They got if they trade Goff, they get cap space, but because it's only like $10 million in dead money.
Center Austin Blythe retired. Longtime Ram. Where was he at last?
Chief and Chargers, I think.
Chief and Chargers.
Seahawks. He was in
Seahawks. Yeah, I was going to say Seahawks. What I tell you, athletic zone center.
And his last name is Blythe.
Fits the prototype.
I wonder if he's related to the receiver.
Maybe they can trade Andre James there. Sure, they'll happily take him.
They should.
Brian Flores, Vikings defensive coordinator, former Steelers assistant, former head coach of the Miami Dolphins. A judge ruled in his favor this week, saying he doesn't need to go through arbitration. He can arbitration. Instead, he can just go through small claims court for his lawsuit against the NFL.
Yeah.
That's actually a huge win.
That's why he has no coverage in the media.
98% of all NFL contracts have some sort of clause or stipulation that say you go through independent arbitration. Ask Tom Brady. But yeah, shout out to Flores.
Yeah.
He's about to get a bag. Hopefully he does something dope with it. Like, I don't know, he should create a Brian Flores coaching academy for black coaches and just have like a symposium for black coaches every year.
Those already exist.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I think
Maryland's head coach started it. Mike Loxley.
Never heard of it.
I reported on it on the show years ago.
Never heard of it.
It's Mike Loxley from Maryland and a bunch of other coaches. There's a whole initiative, like a coaching tree to get guys going. And really, I think he should use it to line his pockets and do what he feels is necessary, because that's...
They have a diversity seminar. They have black sports business symposium, but I don't see a black coaches symposium.
It's college football.
There's a black college association. Yeah, I don't think there's a
Loxley's I don't know if he's the head of it, but he's one of the founders of it.
I don't think there is, bro. They have a meeting. The NFL hosts one, a diversity seminar.
Yeah, I know about that one, but that's different than the one that Loxley does. It's like a collective of coaches came together and they network and teach each other. But it's like you would just get that government subsidized. You wouldn't put your own money into it.
Why not?
Because if the government's going to pay for it.
It's a quarterback symposium to help black coaches become quarterback coaches.
Exactly, which quarterback coaches become head coaches.
Yeah, but
that's the niche
thing.
that you need, not just one big ass
thing. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, you starting.
That's a straight stream.
You're starting with the ice pick, like where the easiest part to crack the iceberg, but
yeah,
it's still an iceberg. Like you could invite everyone.
Because Jonathan Cannon got a head coaching job after the worst.
It's a coalition, a nonprofit coalition.
Yeah, see, nonprofit, 501c3.
Because you love the word coalition.
It's coalition. First off,
coalition.
Coalition makes it sound cool.
What are you from, West Virginia? It's coalition, bro.
Let's see. Have I even done anything since 2021?
Shout out to Nikki for gracefully bowing out, I guess.
She hit us with the Irish goodbye in St. Patrick's Month.
I respect it. She said she had to go. She let me know.
Yeah. I don't know. They don't look like they're that active, but okay.
Oh, wait. She's still here. She just muted. Never mind.
Oh, so now we're just talking shit to her face.
Sorry, Nikki. Sorry. Lo siento.
I low-key didn't hear what y'all said, but I'm just going to act like I didn't hear it.
Okay, cool. We love you. It's all good.
Driving, I can't focus on more than one thing at a time.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I was like, she's muted. Let's just,
Okay. So, yeah, they do have events. They have events.
Told you, Pete. They have stuff, but it's like, that's more helpful. Like the Manny Academy camp, the QB camp, like that's something that will be dope. Now, if they want to start like a black QB camp, well, that already exists too. Quincy Avery, there's dudes who already do it. Who like Deshaun Watson to Justin Fields.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
There's a bunch of black QBs that like there's already a lineage of them like all working together. Emory Jones, a lot of these QB coaches.
Yeah,
George Whitfield.
They had their convention in Vegas during Shrine.
And we missed it.
During Shrine Week. There too.
I was doing it. I was everywhere at once.
You were out there. You could have been at the conference.
I didn't know.
And then just interviewed everyone.
You don't know what you don't know until you know. I mean, I interviewed 37 people that week. Like,
All right.
It's a long week.
Yeah, that's true, I guess.
The other news from the week, Dan Snyder is again the subject of the federal investigation. The primary focus is on a $55 million loan that Snyder, hold on, let me read the article. Taken out by the team attempting to buy out his minority partners. A secret $55 million loan is the primary focus of an investigation led by federal prosecutors in Virginia. The footnote.
Didn't he allegedly charge the team to put their logo on his private plane?
Probably.
His shit might get repoed. Imagine you repo a jet or a yacht, a private plane. Imagine repoing a private plane or a yacht.
Yeah, and supposedly the NFL could also get it looped into it because they did not look into it at all. They didn't care where the money came from or what was going on.
Money laundering.
And they gave him a debt waiver.
And on top of that, he's
basically making the NFL his personal piggy bank.
Slush fund. He's essentially going to...
And that's on top of his...
sexual assault claims in the environment he created there.
So yeah, on top of that, there's also rumors of Jeff Bezos possibly buying the team. He said he's eyeing them at $7 billion.
Snyder said
doesn't want to spend over that.
Snyder said he'll never let Jeff Bezos buy the team.
Yeah, he's been said that, but he might not have a choice. The Rockets chairman, who's also the governor of the NBA, he's also reportedly interested at about $7.5 billion. It's a lot of fucking money for a team with a shitty ass stadium. No brainer.
Yeah,
and your star player destroyed his knee there.
But I digress.
And it's also worse because like some dude sold a piece of his ownership of I think a hockey team to Jimmy Haslam, and it's like that dude's a fucking crook. Like you're not even allowed to own that many different sports teams.
Kroenke does.
Yeah, but Kroenke is really just the Rams. His siblings have other shit tied up.
Well, his family trust owns other teams.
Yeah,
the Kroenke family.
He don't have the juice to buy all those teams.
And he's married to a Walmart heiress, so there you go.
That's some nasty slavery money.
I think they were also saying the Bucs owner might get in on the Commanders, so we'll see what happens. But ongoing story, we'll be keeping tabs on.
If Snyder ends up dead, some shit is. Oof. I mean, God forbid it. You don't wish that on people. But he has so much dirt and he's not saying anything. It's like either he's gonna pull some Julian Assange type shit, or like some Mysterio
shit.
No, that's too easy. Some fucking Mysterio shit.
Fucking embassy and
There's gonna be some YSL type shit.
What if we find out Dan Snyder
as a member of YSL?
Finance Rock Nation and YSL?
That'd be
he
wild.
found Jay-Z's bricks and financed YSL with it.
No, he used Jay-Z's 92 lost bricks to fund mob ties. That's why Jay Prince can come out and talk shit about somebody after somebody in his camp murdered.
All right, Kenny, NFL Combine, college football. Played the bell like 2 minutes ago. That should have been your key to pick up your phone and look at whatever you look at on your phone.
Shit. We were still talking about this.
I don't know what this man looks at on his phone.
You don't want to know. I'm kidding. All right, so Combine started, right? I'm only going to talk about one D tackle because it's the only one that really matters. It's D tackle Yancey. I can't say his last name for Pittsburgh, right?
Yancey.
Yeah, his name's Yancey or some shit. Weird ass name.
Yancey,
but
yes.
no, Yancey with a Y. So he ran a 4.67 unofficially, which is faster than Aaron Donald's 4.68, and he has like the same body type as Aaron Donald. And they're trying to make the same player comp, which is lazy because they don't do the same thing. He's happened to be a defensive tackle at Pitt who ran a really outstanding 40 time. He ran the fastest 40 time for a D tackle since like 2013 or some shit. Tuli Tuipulotu, the USC edge rusher, did not run 40s. He didn't run a 40. But he did do position drills, and he lost a lot of. He slimmed down to 266, and he carries it well.
Damn.
He was moving really good in drills.
That's kind of low for him, though. I feel like.
Yeah,
because he's a power player.
I only had him at 6'3", but he got some finesse to him.
I mean, he does have finesse. Like he has technique. He's a technician, but I'm just saying he's a power player.
But he proved he could
technique.
He proved he could do some stand up, and he had really good hands. Should he play tight end?
I don't know, man. That could go either way for him because I feel like if you're a team drafting him, I don't think you're drafting him for his speed and athleticism, anyways.
You're gonna put him on the edge, or do you want to put weight on him and bump him inside?
Exactly. Plus, the other issue with this edge class really made themselves some money in terms of the 40 and the athleticism.
And the linebackers all ran like 4.5s.
But when you look at them, a lot of them, they don't have the necessary bend, or they don't have the necessary size
or production.
They don't have the production. They don't. Everyone kind of comes with their own asterisks, but they look good. They have the athleticism. They look like defensive ends, but some of them have their weaknesses, and it's going to take. And that's what makes it challenging because you can see a lot of them going in the first round because that might be a talented position, or you could see a lot of them falling.
2 to 4.
Guys just getting the guys that they want, which is how it should be. You should get the guy that you want, that you're going to invest and develop and give a chance to.
Patriots end up with Thule, I wouldn't be shocked.
Like the TCU end, everyone's falling in love with. Like he's got a good motor and stuff, but I think he still needs to kind of like work on playing on the edge. Like he's used to kind of just playing, just like out motoring everyone. That it's kind of like he's not going to get away with that in the NFL. And then like Byron Young, Derek Hall, like
4.43.
They both set off the charts with their athleticism, and it's like the Senior Bowl, they were making plays, but then there were times where they weren't. So it's like,
yeah, I
don't know.
So the fastest 40 was run by Nolan Smith. Apparently he's like 6'2", 6'3", 250. Ran a 4.39, 41.5-inch vertical. Byron Young out of Tennessee ran a 4.43. Robert Bill Jr. ran a 4.48 out of Georgia. DJ Johnson ran a 4.49. I didn't think he was going to be that much of an athletic freak.
Folsky ran a 4.6. That's a good time for him.
Oh, yeah. Once I said, I was like, he's first round.
Yeah, that's a good time for him.
4.64. The Iowa dude.
But he disappeared too in the drills. I mean, he made some plays, but he disappeared too.
That's why I think he might not be a 4.3 DN. He looks like more of a 3.4 guy.
Yeah, but that's 4.3 is his bag.
True. So
I think he could be good for the Eagles.
It's crazy. The Northwestern DN, who I guess was a D tackle, ran a 4.49. At a Tom.
That's what I was talking about, the TCU.
No, it's Northwestern, not TCU.
Oh, yeah, Northwestern, my bad.
I had it earlier.
At a Tomiwa? Adebawor?
Adebawor, whatever. I guess people call him Tommy. They call him Tommy. They said it on the broadcast.
Yeah, everyone.
So Tommy ran a 4.49 at 282. At 282 pounds, he ran a 4.49.
Yeah, everyone loved him at the Senior Bowl. He was making plays, but he also kind of like.
Yeah, but Nolan Smith running a 4.39 at 250 pounds, like no one has ever done that at that weight, ever. Amari Barno ran a 4.36.
What did Garrett run?
Garrett ran a 4.6.
And Clowney?
Ran like a 4.52 at 270.
I thought they were faster than that.
Nah, everybody thought Clowney was going to be fast, but you know.
I mean, that's still pretty fast.
The Louisville guys showed out. Yaya Diaby ran a 4.51. His teammate, Abdullah, ran a 4.52.
The Iowa State.
That dude fucking jumped over a car. He didn't run a 40. We had a 104-degree fever.
Yeah. But he's been rising up charts.
This motherfucker hurdled a car, dude.
Yeah, they were expecting him to blow up the combine.
He's the most promising out of any Iowa State player ever. Derek Hall, considered the first round pick, out of Auburn, ran a 4.55. Monty Phelps out of Kansas ran a 4.55. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was some crazy shit. This linebacking group. So Yasir Abdullah ran a 4.47 for Louisville. Dorian Williams, the linebacker out of Tulane, who had he had 20 tackles against USC. He ran a 4.49. D Winters.
That was a good time for him.
Yeah, excellent.
He needed that.
He might go first round. He might have a Jordan Brooks type rise. He ran a 4.49.
That's high for him, bro.
Jordan Brooks.
That's high.
Jordan Brooks ran not as fast and stuck into the first round. Remember that. Same thing happened with Dorian Williams.
This linebacking class is solid,
Wagner-esque.
though. This linebacking class is solid, though. Like
the fastest 40 time was Owen Papau.
It kind of reminds me of that year, like 3 years ago, when you went to the first Senior Bowl you went to.
Yeah.
Where it was like there was a lot of guys and everyone kind of has a different preference.
Yeah.
That's what I think this linebacker class is.
Owen Papau, Pappoe. I don't know how to say his last name. Owen ran a 4.
What did Dayon run?
He ran a 4.54.
It's decent, but that's probably second.
The Washington State linebacker, right?
Yep.
He ran a 4.54.
I mean, it's not bad.
Trent Simpson out of Clemson ran a 4.43. Almost beat Isaiah Simpson's record. Clemson just stays having linebackers.
What about the Jackson State linebacker? Was he invited?
No, he wasn't invited. Jeremy Banks, though, ran a 4.53. He said he was going to go 4.4, but 4.53 is close enough.
Pace, the short guy?
I don't think he ran. Shaka Hayward ran a 4.53 out of Duke. He was at the NFLPA game, if I'm not mistaken. D. Winters ran a 4.49. Charles Thomas out of Georgia Tech ran a 4.52. Ed Fernie Orgy out of Vanderbilt ran a 4.53.
Orgy in the end zone.
I'm probably saying his name wrong, but African dudes be having fucking.
Wait, are y'all Anthony Orgy?
Yeah. Orgy in the end zone, dude.
You're sick, bro.
I'll meet with them tonight.
Wait,
and it'll be huge. I told one of the reporters that it's.
Sorry, your website ads.
All right, so Texas linebacker DeMar.
Yes, that was a sub diss on you.
DeMarvion Overshone ran a 4.56. Foskey was clocked at a 4.58. Luke Van Ness 4.58. Nick Hampton out of Appalachian State 4.58. Will Anderson Jr. 4.6 flat. Isaiah Land out of Florida A&M 4.62.
Damn, you think Foskey was talking shit to Henry?
Probably.
I ran faster than you. They went to De La Salle together.
Wait. Who went to De La Salle?
Henry.
And who else?
And Foskey.
Henry Teotio?
Mm-hmm.
He ran a 4.62. Went to Tennessee and then went to transfer to Bama. Probably KJ Henry ran a 4.63.
They said he wasn't even running last month, so I mean, it's a decent time.
The crazy thing is Nolan Smith wasn't running full speed and he ran a 4.39. So what the fuck? Noah Swell out of Oregon weighed 250 and ran a 4.64. Jalen Graham.
Is he still a first round guy?
Probably not. Jalen Graham ran a 4.64. Nate Herbig out of Washington ran a 4.65. Jack Campbell out of Iowa ran a 4.65. Tyrus Wheat.
He's related to the Sewell from last year, right?
Yeah,
Utah.
That's his brother.
All right.
Yeah.
Noah Sewell is Panay Sewell's brother.
And then Herbig.
So they're all related
to the Jets guy.
Yeah, Nate Herbig. That guard.
So is that the greatest poly family in football history?
I mean, all the poly families are related technically, except the Rock because he was adopted. The Rock's mom was adopted into that family, so technically not by blood, but whatever.
Wait.
Yes, the Rock's mom was adopted.
So the Rock is not poly.
He's poly, but he's not related to Roman Reigns by blood.
Okay.
But
he is poly.
He's poly. He's in the family. Chief Peter Murphy adopted his mom.
But like, does he have poly blood? Is what I'm asking.
His mom was poly for 100%.
Yes.
Okay.
His dad is black.
Okay.
He got a swag from his dad.
Just making it clear.
Yeah.
His mom, you're just gonna be like, she's Polynesian.
I'm just saying, bro, because the Polys drafted him they moved up, traded like 3 first-round picks to get Dwayne Johnson. That's all I'm saying.
Dwayne Johnson, he not black, and it's like, dog, you went to the U, you got your athleticism from your fucking daddy. You just got your fucking extra bigness from your fucking Samoan side of the family.
They traded Mariota into
and Tuiasosopo. All the Samoans we traded just to get Dwayne. Your name is Dwayne, first off. You're a black Polynesian dude named Dwayne. Fuck out of here.
And with the first overall pick, the racial draft,
Dwayne Johnson.
the Poly select Dwayne Johnson.
All right, we sharing this motherfucker. All right. No. Well, he both.
Hey, Oos, we can all agree on this. All right.
I ain't never heard him say Oos and it sound natural. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, yeah. Even though they got black wives, let's just point that out. We can talk about the Polynesian black relationship because it's beautiful. Some of them don't say nigga. I respect it.
Hey, Kenny's trying to holler. If you're Polynesian and single and got a job, he's single.
Poly chicks are fired. First off, we're not gonna slander poly chicks.
I'm not slandering.
They can fight. They can cook.
I'm pimping you out like you try to pimp out our producer.
Well, first off, I ain't trying to pimp him out. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help him. I'm just trying to help him fill that void of sleaziness that he thinks he needs to like hold on to being in your 20s and a dude. Like, nah, you can just not feel bad about shit. You're not connected to anything yet.
All right. Anything else on the combine? Because we got to move on.
Yeah, Tyrus Wheat out of Mississippi State, who went to the NFLPA game, ran a 4.65. That was kind of shocking to me. Yeah, Kalaji Cansey. Yeah, this motherfucker.
Elijah Cansey.
Out of Pittsburgh, ran a 4.67. Let's see. Who else was surprising me? Jalen Redmond out of Oklahoma ran a 4.81. Britton Cox Jr. ran a 4.82, but he said he wanted to do 34 reps on bench press. Like, he has an Alden Smith kind of appeal. He's very stout against the run. He can play. It's just like he got kicked out of Georgia and Florida. And
you're always slandering me for.
He's a grown. No. Like
for my Alden standard. Yet,
but he has.
You always trying to compare someone. You're always looking for the next one
because he's kind of in the same class. First off, you didn't see Alden Smith coming, so relax. You didn't watch Missouri play.
I never said I did.
All right, so just calm down.
I never said I did.
You were the first fan club member, but I scouted him, so relax.
I wouldn't say that, but all right.
I definitely did.
Did I even know you then? When was he drafted? What, 12 or 11?
You probably didn't know me.
I don't think
I know you didn't watch college football, so there's that.
Phil Robinson said he thought Brenton Cox was slower than he thought and smaller, 250.
No, he was. You can tell he's.
And he said Zach Pickens low key killing it on everything but the 40. Dante
Stills out of West Virginia made himself a lot of money on a 4.85. Oh yeah, Pete's reading the comments. Brian Breezy, this dude had a fucking kidney infection.
Yeah,
his sister died. He had a bunch of shit happen to him, and he's still on a 4.86.
So I thought the big ass tackle out of Arizona, the dude with 3 names.
It's like every other year, somebody from Arizona has 3
Arizona
names.
State.
I don't.
You know who I'm talking about.
He ran a
5.16. You put him on your list.
Neste Jada Severo. No, he was on your list. I didn't put.
You put him on your list too. You put him on the list, and then I put him on the list
only
too. We both put him on the list. We both put him on the list.
Because Arizona State D tackles are sleepers.
We both put him on the list.
Because Arizona D tackles are always sleepers. Because either the program fucks them up or they get better once they leave.
Yeah, it's usually Herm Edwards' fault, I guess.
But I thought that was a better time than I expected from him, honestly.
Yeah, some of these dudes were running with edge rushers and they were running like 4.9 and shit. I'm like, come on, fam.
And a lot of people shouted out Coastal Carolina nose tackle Gerard Clark for his movement in the drills.
He was whooping ass at every bowl game he was at. Caleb Murphy running the 4.8 was kind of sad. The Fair State dude. It's like, yeah, you're not getting drafted running that slow, buddy.
All right, so can we move on? Anything else?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it for today.
All right, Lucas, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Touchdown or turnover. Here we go. Hold on. Let me find the fucking sound.
What else does Phil say in the comments?
Damn. He said Clark can't get off a double team to save his life.
I mean, yeah. That's the thing. Some of these guys circumstantially were getting their asses whooped. And other dudes are like, you have him play a role. Like, Thule is the perfect example of if you're going to put an extra 14 pounds on him, you have to make him a 3 technique. If not, he's a hand in the dirt defensive end.
Definitely.
And he's strong enough to where he could be a 5 technique or he could be a stand-up edge. Because I think he's a better player.
I don't think you need to drop him back.
He could do it, though. He played tight end in high school.
I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying I don't think you want to drop him.
He got
back.
big hands.
You want him to rush the passer.
Yeah, but some teams are gonna be fucking stupid. Like if he goes to Pittsburgh, it's a wrap for the next 10 years. Yeah. It's a wrap. It's over. He killing shit.
All right, go ahead, Lucas.
Alrighty. So Carr met with the Colts, Saints, and Jets, and he is seeking $35 million per year.
Who said he was seeking $35 million?
He did.
Carr. Yeah.
He rented out a fucking Airbnb like a loser.
So I'm gonna say it's a turnover.
At least get some hookers, bro.
So honestly, like when I read the Bleacher Report thing, like it didn't even occur to me that he was going to the combine. I thought this motherfucker was just going to Indianapolis for fun. Like I thought that's
for
where he had his timeshare. Like I thought that's just like where he had his timeshare. Like, yo, I'm going to Indianapolis for the weekend. Let's turn up. Like Jesus. The righteous Carr Stones. The righteous Carr Stones. That's what we're calling them now.
Wow, the righteous Carr Stones. That was good. That was one of your best ones. I'm proud of you. That shows growth.
But yeah, Phil Robinson said he's disappointed that Tilly came down from 280, even though that is ideal weight for an edge.
If he runs a 4.7 at his pro day, you should lock him in the first round to the Bengals.
Go ahead, Lucas. Next one.
Just cut Carson Wentz, and
he's like the Kirk Cousins, but in reverse. Like he gets money for 1 year and then gets cut, and then goes somewhere else. He's gonna get big money probably in Houston.
All right. So Dolphins, you ready for this one?
Damn, Carson Wentz in Miami is sick.
So you ready for this one?
Go for it.
All right. Start one, bench one, cut one.
This will be easy.
Carson Wentz, Jake Locker, Christian Ponder.
This is the easiest fucking one ever. Cut Christian Ponder, first off. Fuck on my face.
Christian Ponder.
No, fuck on my face. Bench Jake Locker was just have him live in the ice tub because his body was banged up from all those hits he took at Washington and then Tennessee. And you start and eventually fucking trade Carson Wentz.
What's crazy, man, is that the Eagles actually moved up to get him. Like, when you really think about that. Yeah. And then they still
it worked out, though.
I know, and they still didn't even fuck up their franchise in the process.
They got the best part of that deal.
Jesus. Meanwhile, the Raiders, yeah. Never mind. Don't get me started.
The Raiders actually signed Christian Ponder.
They let Jesus grab the wheel for 9 fucking seasons, bro.
They let Jesus grab the wheel and fucking...
stop right there.
Yeah, I'm going to stop right there. My mom's listening. She told me to stop making jokes about God. I was like, he made me in his image.
The only reason why I bring those dudes up is because, like, realistically, like, is it even worth giving Carson Wentz like a second contract? Like, I feel like he should just go and just do something, bro. Like,
just 1 year deals.
Do something else, my guy. Go be a coach, like, for real.
Nah, fuck that.
You got a bag. You got a bag.
Someone will pay him to do it. Someone will pay him to show up.
I know, but it's like, bro, do you really need one of the 64 jobs in the NFL?
Yeah.
Bro, go to the XFL and be the best quarterback ever. Control football league.
No, that would be cheating. He'd be throwing dimes all day. Him and Josh Gordon. Nah, you gotta go to the XFL. I just wish XFL still had an LA team, but they fucked that up.
All right, go ahead. Next one.
What did Phil say? I know he's still talking shit in the chat.
Nah, he's not. Go ahead.
All right. So Jalen Ramsey has stated that he wants a new contract if he gets traded to another team.
To play safety, motherfucker.
I mean, it's a touchdown. I think
a touchdown he gave up?
I think the problem is there's rumors about him getting cut. There's rumors about him getting traded. There's rumors about them not getting a second-round pick. I think they're going to get a first-rounder for him, honestly, because, like, realistically, he'd still be a top corner if he was coming out in this draft.
I heard somebody say that they wanted Marcus Peters. They think it's a very realistic possibility. And this is in the Raiderverse. They said that Marcus Peters and Jalen Ramsey could both end up Raiders.
Don't get my fucking hopes up, my guy.
That's not going to fucking happen, bro.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
I love you, bro. I'm not going to say your name. Who said it?
Come on, bro.
Because I listen to your show sometimes at night.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen, bro. Nah, that's not going to happen.
Come on, bro. Don't get my hopes up, man.
I'd rather have Drew Tranquil and Kenneth Murray come over.
I think both of them, dude. There's
And like this point, Ramsey, I'd rather overpay Ramsey as a free safety than pay him exactly what he wants as a corner. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, I think the Raiders can get Peters for under $10 million.
Ramsey might go to Miami though.
I just don't think they can afford to invest $25 million into the secondary.
Yeah,
like off the bat.
I'm not giving $25 million
without getting another edge or without getting some linebacker help because
if I'm like Ramsey, look, you're not really in your prime like that anymore.
But if he moves to safety, he can play another 10 years in the league.
Exactly. That's what I would tell him. I was like, bro, you'll actually get more picks, which you don't get. You don't get a lot of picks. You're gonna go to the Saints and play with Lattimore? Go to the Eagles?
They don't got the cap to do that though.
You want to go to the Eagles?
I don't got the cap to do that.
We can trade your ass to the Lions. They got $13 million in cap. If they try, I'm telling you, if I'm the Lions, I'm like, hey, I want Lamar and Andrews, and I'll give you Goff and both my first round picks.
The interesting thing is going to be Bates because people are saying he's going to make $15 million, $14 million. So if he's making that, then that's at least Ramsey's bottom. And then you're putting him anywhere between that and the top corners.
I would say Jesse
that's
Bates
really going to be the first domino to fall for Jalen Ramsey's value.
Is Jesse Bates a better safety than
Patriots, though?
Here we go, because you're the only team that runs a single high safety.
Is Jesse Bates a better safety than Jalen a better corner?
Well, but also because Devin McCourty is probably going to retire, so we need another safety.
Football all week, just FYI.
I think they said that Bengals have another safety in the wings. That's like
Taylor Britt.
Yeah, that was playing well for them when he was out.
Von Bell's a free agent too.
They also drafted Daxton Hill. So
yes, that is true. And
they got other money issues to figure out.
And Von Bell is a free agent.
Yep. All right, next one.
Yeah, they'll probably bring him back. Hired as new Eagles defensive coordinator.
It's a Seahawks guy, right?
Yeah, he was a Seahawks passing game coordinator.
He was on the Bears, and then he went to the Seahawks.
Can I say that? So onside kick on 4th and 15. We'll see. I don't know if that's a touchdown or a turnover right now today.
Phil said Phil said
he doesn't look that good.
Phil said yes and no to my question about Bates being a better safety than Jalen being a better corner. Bates' interceptions are down, but he's definitely better against the run. But people forget Jalen was knocking people the fuck out in college. He's playing linebacker and safety at one point for Florida State. He was knocking people the fuck out in the Miami games. Tight ends, Clive Warford. Go back and look at that hit.
I've seen it. Go ahead. Next one, Lucas.
So promoted Brian Johnson.
Clap that shit up. Clap that shit up. Round of applause.
He was the quarterback's coach?
He's the QB who famously beat the dog shit out of that black man up. He got that in Black History Month too. They snuck it in. This dude beat the dog shit out of Alabama when he was on that Utah team that went 13-0 in the Sugar Bowl, and they clapped Alabama's cheeks. Shook Nick Saban to his core. That's when they really revealed the cracks. This dude was a perfect distributor of the ball. You can't. They had Shaky Smithson. I can't even name the other receivers on that team, but my homie knows Shaky Smithson. So, but yeah, Brian Johnson was the offensive coordinator and QB coach at Florida. Worked his way up. Got a job in Philly. I wish the Raiders would have fucking got him and Pep Hamilton on the same coaching staff. Pep Hamilton deserves a head coaching job, by the way. I'm going to keep saying that shit because he does.
He probably will. I mean, he's an OC now, isn't he?
He stepped away from Houston. He stepped down, I think. I don't think he has a gig right now.
Oh.
I'm sure he'll get one.
We say that, but he might not ever get one. Pep Hamilton made Cardell
he'll
Jones
get another offensive coordinator job.
He should.
Yeah.
He should have. He fucking was coaching. He coached Justin Herbert his rookie year.
Mm-hmm.
It's
yeah, he did. Yeah.
He fucking coaches. He does nothing but coach up quarterbacks and gets them to better levels. He coached Andrew Luck, all these dudes, and he never got a head coaching job, and that's whack to me. He even made David Seals look good. All he does is make quarterbacks who are shit look good. All he does is make shit. If he's Derek Carr's QB coach, Derek Carr might have a Pro Bowl year. But anyway, I'm happy for Brian Johnson. He was my first consistent choice. Once they hired away the Shane dude, I was like, Brian Johnson has to be the guy. He's a black QB coach, offensive coordinator, and he perfectly connects with Jalen Hurts because he coached Emory Jones. He coached Kyle Trask. He coached a bunch of dudes.
I need you to go rapid through these because we still got another like 10 more on this segment.
That was it. I just wanted to shout that.
That was it. Only the 5 minutes.
Right,
yeah.
I just had to shout that man out.
All right, so
historical.
Respect it.
Here's released Leonard Fournette and Donovan.
It's a touchdown because they got all the cap issues, but honestly, I mean, we really want to talk about it. Leonard Fournette was my Zeke before Zeke. So he's falling far.
He was never faster than Zeke, though.
I know, but like he was my guy before Zeke was my guy. Zeke de facto became my guy because everyone was just slandering him.
Oh, look a penny. Oh, look a penny. Oh, look a Zeke. That's what you did.
And I was like, bro, is no one going to jump in for this guy?
Playoff Lenny.
And I looked around, and even the Cowboy fans were slandering him. I was like, well, I guess this is a hill I'm going down on.
Zeke to the Dolphins. Lenny to the Raiders.
Die on that hill.
See that.
Lenny to the Patriots. It's okay.
Next.
All right. So, Kenny Golladay was released by the Giants.
This is a fucking 108-yard kickoff return touchdown
43
to the house
catches
with 3 seconds left.
43 catches, 800 yards, 1 TD in 2 years.
Bro, he was really him with the Lions, too. That's the sad part.
He was. Yeah, I wanted him to be on the Raiders.
I'm sure the Rams will sign him. And
the Dolphins was
flyer on
all
him.
these guys will be on the Raiders, dude.
Have him compete with Allen Robinson.
No, I wanted him to
be more disappointing.
When he came out of college, I wanted him to go on the Raiders because he was a perfect possession guy.
He was.
And the Lions used him perfectly, and he had there was no space for him in that Giants offense because Daniel Jones doesn't key in on receivers. He just throws to slot guys.
Watch him just go off with whatever team he ends up.
Chargers.
Here, he'll probably go off.
You just go to the Chargers.
Next.
He'd be a good third receiver, honestly, especially when Mike Williams gets hurt.
All right. So.
Kenny.
Next. Fuck. You're going to talk about Daron Payne.
I don't know why Quin Snyder's on here, but go ahead, Lucas.
Get Quin Snyder the fuck off my rundown, bro.
How you deal with the Hawks?
Fuck the Hawks. Fuck the Atlanta Hawks, bro.
Honestly though, it's not looking good. So I'd say it's probably a turn.
The whole franchise is fucked.
I think it's just crazy that Snyder took the year off, and then he was like, "No, this is such a good situation. I'm gonna come back and take this job before anyone else gets a chance."
You have to take that job.
Yeah.
I guess, man, but
they have the talent, but like Trey's a little bit.
It's not just Trey, bro.
Like when Paul George said past week,
John Collins is that whole. They're that fake tough boys. Like John Moran would probably fit in perfectly there.
Trust me, John Moran got shooters in Memphis. You better shut your fucking mouth.
Collins, but no one wants him, so it's
like John Moran got shooters.
All those memes are so fucking funny, bro. The Pat Bev one,
the above the rim one.
No, when they're like, "Yo, John Morant's the first player to ever try to play himself out the league." And it's like, "Yo, when John Morant gets kicked out the league and gets to go back to the hood, and it was the Pat Bev celebrating after beating the Clippers." That shit was so funny, bro. I was dying.
He said, all I'm saying is, I'm just glad James Wiseman got the fuck out of Golden State because he was never going to prosper there.
Yeah. He's been playing very well for the Pistons so far.
The Pistons got a squad quietly.
POV,
stay quiet.
POV, you get knocked out by John Morant, Alvin Kamara, and then the BK song comes on.
BK, have it your way. It should change if you go to Chicago. At GK. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're kidding. No GKs.
All right, next one. We're halfway.
Okay. The offensive coordinator after Bieniemy went to Washington.
This is a pick six This is a pick six when I was playing my homie Jacob, and I threw like 3 pick sixes in a row with Derek Carr and lost the game.
This is like when I was playing Aaron Berry after y'all went to sleep, and I dropped 76 on him, but we threw 20 picks between the two of us.
Yeah.
Because I kept forcing the ball to Tyreek Hill. I was like, that safety would never make that play in real life. Tyreek Hill was a fucking 4.140. Like, that shit was getting me upset.
Next.
From tagged by the Jaguars.
That's a win. No, that's a win. He had a career year.
He did,
finally
but I
fucking
wouldn't
paid
tag
off.
him.
After all those years
I
we
wouldn't
drafted
tag
him in
him.
fantasy football. No, you have to. He set
But they
the
tag though.
the
Like,
franchise
you can't just
record
do
for a
what
tight
you
end.
The tag, bro?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Tag, nah, dude. Nah,
If it
that's
doesn't
not-
work, you just draft another tight end. This is a fucking bro. This is there's like 15 tight ends in this class. Like, this is a heavy tight end class.
They said this is like one of the best tight end classes probably ever. But
Like, there's like-
they've said that like 3 times. Every time they say that, it's like the worst.
That's because they were
Shout out
smoking.
to Jason Morrow and Evan Engram. And
Nah, I knew Jason Morrow wasn't shit because he played at Texas Tech and didn't block.
Fair enough.
Y'all believe that shit. Y'all believe Jason Morrow. I was like, okay.
Nah.
Show me one run blocking highlight. It doesn't exist. Crackbacks don't count either, bitch.
Nah, I wasn't high on him.
I was like, cool, bro. We'll see.
You were high on OJ Howard.
Yeah, and he got fucked over in fucking Tampa Bay. He really got a raw deal, bro. If he had gone to Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers got a hold of a young OJ Howard, killing harder than the original Juice Man. Even though OJ didn't do it.
Whoa, man.
He didn't do it. He
you
only
can't
killed
say that, bro.
He only killed defenses.
You can't say
The
that.
glove didn't fit.
Out of all the blasphemous
His son
shit you
probably
said,
did
you can't
it,
say
if we're
that.
being honest, but you know. His wife had beef with like fucking mafia people at that restaurant that they went to. And there's a reason they didn't put Kris Kardashian on the stand because all her friends were coked out drug whores. But we're just gonna ignore that. All her people were dirty, but OJ did it. Okay. All her people got ties with the mob and owe people money and shit, and just quietly got swept under the rug. And like 5 people at that restaurant that he went to all got murdered somehow. Okay, but y'all think OJ did it because he had a fucking diabetic. He had a diabetic outbreak on the perfect right day. He couldn't even been on his flight and killed this bitch at the same time. Didn't make sense. Maybe his son did it though, and it's a huge cover up. I don't know. We'll never know. Maybe outer space doesn't exist, and like there's a world underneath the surface. Who knows? Who fucking knows?
What is happening?
All I'm gonna say is, your guy.
Did you say that OJ is innocent?
You just literally missed
here
the
she
entire
goes.
gag. No, I'm not going over the joke again. You missed the entire setup, punchline, preference. You missed the whole fucking thing. No, just sit there. No, go next topic. She missed the whole thing. I want to say, you think OJ's innocent? You missed it. Never mind.
All I'm gonna say is I'd rather have Gesicki or Everett at half the price of Engram.
That almost made me really vomit. You really just said you wanted Everett.
Bro, Everett had a career year last year. He missed half. He missed half of the game.
Where did he
half of
catch
the
the ball?
games.
On most of his catches, where did he catch the ball?
In the red
In a
zone.
fucking flat.
Okay.
Catch and run routes.
Okay.
Okay then.
I mean, at least someone
Gesicki's a better option.
finally used him properly. Like it only took fucking 5 years to be like, hey, yo, we should use this fast, big ass tight end and just throw it to him in
He's
the
not
flat.
fast, but he's okay.
Fast adjacent.
83
He
speed.
plays fast.
He's aggressive in the run game. I would just have Gesicki just be like, you're another wide receiver out here.
I'd rather have, but they're going to be a lot cheaper than.
If you're the
Engram.
Chargers, if I'm the Chargers,
Ingram's going to be paid as a top 5 tight end. You can get
Engram.
either of those guys at a cheaper price.
Wait, Engram
Or
who's Engram? What are you talking about?
I mean Everett. Sorry,
Everett's not getting paid like
Or
a top. Ingram is better than both those.
That's what
dudes.
I'm saying, but you're going to get them at half the price. You got to pay Everett as a top 5 tight end.
I don't know, man.
I mean, you got to pay Engram as a top 5. Too many fucking E's.
Who's
you
better?
got to pay.
Too many fucking-
You got to pay Engram top 5 money. You can get Everett for 3, 4, 5 million.
Not if you come up with a long term deal.
Even
and
then,
front
you're
load the
paying him
money.
even less.
But guess what?
You're paying him
Ingram's
even
still in
less.
his prime and he's
Or
healthy.
you can also get the dude we covered at NFLPA who's a tight end now for the Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, you can get him for dirt cheap. You can get him for like $2 million.
He gonna stay in the Saints, bro.
You could probably get him for like $2 million, bro. I'd rather have that.
Nah, I think I'll just.
Or like you said, I'd rather just draft the guy.
And but you gotta look at what Trevor Lawrence did with Engram. That's his guy.
Okay, fair enough. You got me. You sold me on that. That's his guy. And fuck it.
Whoa.
So is Zay Jones.
Got it.
But I believe Zay Jones gonna do what he did again. I don't believe that shit.
You've been counting out Zay Jones since like year 2.
Yeah.
Been kind of praying on his downfall.
Ever since he fucking jumped out that hotel room, butt ass naked,
like fully
high on
praying,
synthetic weed.
Not like fully praying, but like manifesting his downfall.
Yeah.
I was the first Zay Jones fan. I watched all his plays at Eastern Carolina, and then I'm just like, this is it. And then he ran a 4.46, finally got used properly. He overcame that synthetic marijuana naked running down the hall in the hotel thing.
Yep.
He really overcame that. I'm proud of him.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing.
You can look it up.
Our archives are vast.
Okay.
Bill, say anything in the comments?
All right. So
He's talking about Carr
cut by
earlier.
the Falcons.
That was the last thing.
Yeah, fuck Derek Carr.
Go ahead.
We should just not talk about Derek Carr ever again on this podcast.
Yeah. Touchdown. I don't.
Who do the Falcons?
Mariota got cut by the Falcons.
Yeah, they say $12 million.
That Netflix documentary might be the last
time we ever see him again.
Last time we see him in an NFL uniform.
Why Paulo? What a waste of 4.52 speed.
Honestly, though, like, dude, he lasted in the NFL what 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Not a bad time. Not a bad career.
Jameis deserves another shot too.
He got a couple playoff years. I mean,
he threw a touchdown to himself in the playoffs. That's the highlight of Tennessee shit. Because after that, they just choked.
Yeah, he should go to the Hall of Fame just for that.
But yeah, I wouldn't give him another shot at a starting job. I'd rather give it to Jameis. I think Jameis.
And then they're talking about trading Lamar to Atlanta when you just drafted Ritter.
Oh my God.
Carson Wentz goes to Atlanta. Just throws deep balls to Drake London all day.
Disgusting. Next.
Daron Payne tagged by Commies.
That was a must.
Yeah, that was kind of a bust.
Because Chase Young, who knows?
They say he was going to still get 18 to 20 million on the open market anyways.
So you might as well tag him.
Yeah, and they built a team around that whole defensive line. So
he's probably going to be gone.
Plus, I mean, do they really care about the money right now? It's not their money.
Yeah, it's house money.
I don't even know whose money it is right now.
In the words of Lil Wayne, in the words of Lil Wayne, nigga, what money?
Is Bertina money? Who knows?
They're writing checks they don't have to worry about cashing after this year.
In the words of Lil Wayne, nigga, what money?
Next.
Shout out to Cash Money.
All right. Cowboys considering running back in round 1.
I heard they were considering.
That's a turnover for me.
I heard they were considering trading for DeAndre Hopkins, but that's just
not for the 1 though.
But I've heard shit
for a 2, maybe.
I'll give up a 1 for
Bijan Robinson. Welcome to Dallas.
Then you gotta get rid of Tony Pollard too. That's stupid. You're getting rid of both your fucking best players on offense. That's dumb.
They kind of did that last year.
No, CD Lamb is nice.
Cooper dipped, and then they
got a tight end.
Offensive line all got hurt. So
offensive line stays getting hurt, but you can't sit up here and blow the team up when they're still close. They were just in the NFC title game almost.
I think even in that scenario where they
get Hopkins and CD Lamb,
even in that scenario where they cut Zeke and let Pollard walk, or
no,
Pollard
you gotta pay
walks.
Pollard and cut Zeke or trade Zeke.
Even in that scenario, I don't. Bro, there's a lot of
speculation. Replacement.
There's a lot of speculation that Pollard is not going to be there because of the injuries and how much money he's going to want and command. So
fine, you bring back Zeke,
bro. He has a full leg injury right now. He has a fibula and an ankle.
I told us ACL and an ankle.
Or yeah, there you go, ACL and an ankle. So he has a full leg right now down.
That's fucked up. Phil said Dak is a half black card.
Well, but I heard that they were gonna tag him, so I don't know.
Plus, they got to pay Escobar or whatever the tight end's name is.
So
Escobar.
It's not Escobar, but it's something else.
So yeah,
the former Stanford tight end.
But even in that scenario, they should just draft a running back because they
Zach
can find a running
Charbonnet.
back.
I just told you
They can find a running back in the
boy
third,
nice.
second, third, fourth, fifth round.
That boy cold. In the 6th round, you can find a running back.
You find a 6th, yeah, you could.
Travis died.
Especially if that offensive line is healthy and they add something to it.
They add another O lineman.
Yeah, you're good. And there's plenty of O linemen you can add in this draft.
I think they could go receiver,
especially
honestly.
in the
shit. They might go pass rush. The way this class is looking.
Next.
Imagine if Nolan Smith is still there when the Cowboys pick.
All right.
I'll take him.
That's
Lions
fucking
wants
sad.
Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a touchdown. Anytime you hear Jamal Williams speak, you want to run through a wall for him. So they need that kind of.
He got suspended for a year from BYU because he was fucking. That's
legend.
a real thing. No, allegedly.
Legend.
Shit.
He's a legend for that.
Would have never went to BYU.
He got caught with a girl and some wine coolers, they said.
That's hilarious, dude.
But I mean, he signed a contract. They signed a contract.
You can put it in, but you just can't move. What kind of bullshit is that? I forget what it's called, but
soaking?
No, it's not called soaking. It's called something else.
I think it's called soaking.
It's not called soaking, but that's close.
Soaking.
I think it's called soaking, bro.
It's not.
I think I'm really nasty when it is soaking. You're gonna be like, how do you know that? You're gonna be like, how do you know that?
What are y'all talking about? The Mormon thing?
Yeah.
Is it called soaking?
Yeah, it's called soaking.
I told you.
That's sick. Soaking up is the nastier part. Look at this. Look at the search results. My phone's gonna get fucking
Why'd you put that out?
the scarlet.org. Oh, that's nice.
Might as well Google Evan Fournier while you're at it.
Soaking epidemic. Oh, there's TikToks on it. Ugh.
Next.
That's how test tube babies are born. How many pre-cum babies have been born? Sorry.
No question mark.
That's a turnover.
Fuck no.
That's a turnover.
Go to Miami.
Yeah,
Go anywhere else but
Go to the
Seattle.
Colts. Hell, come to the Raiders.
Nah. Next.
You're only getting $4 million though. Bobby Wagner coming to the Raiders is only $4 million.
Linebacker, dude, for what?
Him and Levante can figure it out. You run coverage, you stick to pass coverage.
Yeah, we don't need old linebackers.
Anyways,
shit, you need something. You got old ass Chandler Jones.
Try and get rid of him.
I would have kept Yannick. Yannick's a free agent again.
Yeah, we're not getting him.
Had fucking 9.5 sacks. Burnt that bridge for nothing.
Lucas.
I never liked that Chandler Jones trade.
That didn't do shit. That was funny.
They signed him. Didn't trade for him. Next.
They traded Yannick though.
Shut up.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. That's like
Get Matt Patricia the fuck away. He's worse than
What's the favor?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What's the purpose?
That's like saying it was a favor. Like, I borrowed your car as a favor to you. Like, what kind of gaslighting shit is that, bro? Like,
I borrowed your car and I crashed it.
Yeah.
It's literally equivalent of like the dudes who borrowed that chick's car off that car app to where you can like
Turo, yeah.
The dudes who killed X Tentacion. Like they purposely got the car off Turo to ride around and rob people, and it just happened to kill X. That's pretty much.
I'm nasty, bro. You don't even care about X, and you following the trial way more than anyone else I know.
I really am following the trial more than anybody else.
Disgusting.
No, at first I didn't. I was like, this is a violent, light skinned motherfucker who beats on women, and then I'm like, oh, he has a whole fucked up backstory. No, bro. We had this discussion.
Yeah, not like I didn't tell you.
You turned me.
Not like I didn't tell you all his backstory. All while it was happening, but it's fine.
But he's light skinned and he has a lot of money and he's violent. So
I just accepted the fact that like
he's not getting the benefit.
Like
of the
anything
doubt.
I tell you, you just have to hear it a second time for you to believe it from anybody else but me, and then you're more inclined to believe it. And then you're
if
more
your mother
inclined to
tells you
believe
she loves you, get a second and third source.
Fair enough. Next.
Motherfuckers out here with no sources in their stories.
He
Just
gonna
writing
hit me
their
with my
opinion.
own code and just checkmate me. All right. I
Nah,
got you,
that's
King.
my journalism.
I got you,
Kay
King.
McLaughlin told me that
I
quote.
got you, King.
Kay McLaughlin said that.
I told
to
you
me.
that a long time ago.
I didn't know you before I knew Kay McLaughlin.
I don't know.
That's my
I
journalism
told you
prof-
that many times. You
I
only
didn't
need
know
three
you
people.
in 2010.
You only need 3 people to tell you something for it to be true.
I didn't know you in 2010.
All right, go ahead next.
I was told that in 2010.
All right, we heard you. Shit.
Yeah,
About to bring back the mute button.
Trade block.
Who's on the trade block?
You could hear if you
Yeah,
stopped
they're
talking.
You just
Talk. Talk. He
was
said
talking-
DeAndre Hopkins is on the trade block.
He was talking to you, Mr. Riz.
You got that part. I was like,
DeAndre Hopkins on the trade block. That's a touchdown for the Cardinals. They got a hella cap issues, and he has like $40 million cap hit or
Like
something.
I said,
bullshit.
trade him to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh,
5 more.
all right.
We're almost there.
Keenan Allen staying with the Chargers.
No comment.
Yeah, what was it? The GM or the coach said that they never thought about moving them. He's their guy. He's their I'm sorry, what did he say? Andre Reed? He said he's their Andre Reed or Andre Rison?
Hopefully he's not Andre Rison because
Andre Reed.
That didn't end well at all.
Andre Reed. Yeah, he said Andre Reed.
He still says he's better than Jerry Rice.
Yeah, I want to say that's a turnover
He's
because
not even Vincent Jackson. That's disrespectful.
Kawhi Leonard might be more reliable than Keenan Allen.
Malcolm
That's
Floyd
smart.
was more reliable than.
I mean, it's like whenever a GM says, "Oh, we're not moving this player," that just tells me like we're secretly shopping them or something.
Fair
for
enough.
Later, it's like,
Fair enough.
Y'all trust
that's,
issues.
that's what always happens. It always happens
Yeah,
every time.
kind of projecting, but it's okay, Lucas.
Austin
we'll talk
Eckler's-
about it off air.
See,
Oh, it literally.
I know, I'm just kidding.
No,
Austin Eckler's the best receiver on the team.
Next.
He had 117 catches.
Mostly due to the fact that he's injury prone.
Yeah.
It's not like he's consistent when he's healthy.
Yeah, but it's the money.
He's been injured every year since he was.
It's
like,
the money
at Cal.
and the fact that Mike Williams is
Yeah,
also
money too.
often injured. So now you have 2 receivers that are supposed to be elite that only play every other game and they never play together. So it's like,
It's the
Well,
They're the Lakers
it's
of
like-
the NFL.
what's the point of having a little Lamborghini and a Ferrari if they're both always in the shop? Like, and you're just stuck driving your Honda Civic every day. Like,
What's
yeah, because it's clean.
What's the point of having LeBron and AD and blaming Westbrook for not playing good?
Before, Pete.
No, but I'm just saying.
Stop capping. Shit, Pete.
Nah.
Dude.
All your shit, Pete.
I wish I had those cars. All right, next.
I want
more.
to talk about the cars.
Oh, you're talking about the roster?
All right.
I haven't had a roster in 6 years, sir.
I wasn't talking about that either. Stop telling yourself.
Brandon Cook's on the trade rumor.
Yeah, I mean he's for sure getting moved. It's not rumors. It's like it's a fact.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. He needs to get the fuck out of here.
I'll take Brandon Cooks on the Raiders right now.
Me too.
I'll
Next.
give up Renfro to do it.
Anyone at this point.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh my god. All right. Jim Johnson cut by Browns.
Touchdown.
John
Turnover if the
Johnson?
fucking Raiders sign him, bro. We don't need any more Rams knockoffs. I don't care if he's under 30.
You need John Johnson.
CC Lamarcus Joyner. Still recovering from that.
Mhm.
Y'all really believe Marcus Jordan was a good NFL safety?
I never did.
I be telling
I
you.
believed in Corey Littleton, though.
I did.
I did believe in Corey
I
Littleton.
definitely did.
You did believe in Corey Littleton. Shut up.
I
You
said-
believed in Corey Littleton.
I said if you
You
don't,
gave up on him before me, but you did believe in him.
I said if you do what he's good at, which is strictly put him in coverage and use him as a wild card, then you'll be fine. But if you think he's going to be your best linebacker, you're sadly fucking mistaken. That's on wax. Literally, what's old boy's name out of Southern Miss? Jamie Collins. They're the same fucking player, but Collins actually made a Pro Bowl.
Jamie Collins is better.
Was way better. But that's what Jamie Collins was, an improviser. I was like, you're going to get Jamie Collins, but not as good.
But Jamie Collins gets to the ball.
Corey Littleton don't even get picked. She's a skinny ass safety who matured into a linebacker coming out of Washington.
Yep. Next.
Cardinals.
Those are the rumors. The Cardinals have been trying to get a corner for like a decade.
They got
Even when
Byron
they had
Murphy.
Patrick Peterson, they were trying to get another corner.
They got Byron Murphy.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, man.
Peterson's
Bradbury had a good year, but the year before was mid, so I'm not really sure how much money he's worth or what.
Bradbury don't get picks. He's pretty much like Sheldon Brown. Actually, no, Sheldon Brown at least got 3 to 4
So he's in the
picks a year.
perfect spot.
Yeah, he's
He
literally
should stay at the
he's a
Eagles.
number 2, and he should stay that way.
Last one, finally.
Huggins staying in Cincinnati.
Higgins. Sorry, I wrote that on my phone.
Higgins,
Wow, this isn't West Virginia.
Yeah. Oh, T. Higgins. Yes.
Shout out to Johnny Lee
yeah,
Higgins.
He's getting moved.
He went to
He's
UTEP.
getting moved
I know.
for sure.
But yeah, T. Higgins staying in Cincinnati. I think that's a touchdown because
He would get a bag in Chicago. You
He's
got to play
gonna-
Chicago.
you got to keep that offense together. If you're gonna break at the defense, you got to keep the offense together. At least
For sure.
Burrow and the 2 receivers, and maybe Mixon if his legal situation clears up.
And Hayden Hurst.
Yeah, no, Mixon's a free agent for sure.
He's not a free agent this year.
He's not.
He was a free agent
I thought
last
he was
year.
a free agent.
I mean, cats pull out pistols
Oh,
all the
they were
time,
saying-
so.
Oh, well, they were talking about cutting him, I guess. Yeah.
So if Bijan Robinson falls to them, then I could see them trading him, yes.
Or they might just try to make
Uh,
P. Ryan the guy.
Nah, I think
Nah, P. Ryan's not the guy.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
You know P. Ryan's not the guy, right?
Yeah, you don't have to tell
Just
me.
to let you know. I just want you to
P.
know
Ryan's the guy.
P. Ryan's not the
Bro,
guy.
what is y'all?
Here we
Why do y'all hate
go.
P. Ryan so much? Jesus.
Is he even the best running back in his family?
Yeah.
That's
on
fucked
Jesus,
up.
Man.
Why do you say that, P?
In his family.
Another P. Ryan we don't know about?
Yeah, there was one out of Florida. It's like his cousin or stepbrother.
Oh,
or something.
Samaje P. Ryan?
Yeah.
Was averaging like 30 plus
I
fantasy
think Nikki
points.
might be biased here. I don't know.
No, there's another
No, how are
one
you
too.
gonna say a
Besides
guy
that.
that was averaging 30 plus fantasy points a game.
Wait, where does
without-
this-
Whoa. He
In
was
2
not.
games,
So,
sis.
I was like, that was not 30. I had
was
P.
2
Ryan. I
games,
had him on
sis.
my roster. I was starting
no,
him.
You hit her with the sis, dude. Damn.
Hold on, wait. So there's Samaje P. Ryan. There's the P. Ryan who went to Florida.
Remember, P. Ryan won the Senior Bowl MVP that first year.
No,
we
that's
both
a
went.
different dude, isn't it?
I don't know. He was a P. Ryan
I know who you're talking about, but
out of Florida.
I thought he went to. There's Oklahoma and then the Florida. Shit, yeah, I can't remember his name.
LaMichael.
Michael P. Ryan. There you go.
Samaje.
Around like a
Michael.
4.53. Yeah, there's hella P. Ryans out there.
All right, go ahead. Next. All right. Are you in a position to read,
There's indeed one.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Are we on Fade or Fair now?
No, we're on Take or
Stop
Tangent.
hating on Samaje P. Ryan for no reason. He's
Put some
gonna leave
respect
Cincy.
on
He's
his
gonna
name.
get paid somewhere else where he deserves to be.
Yeah, I hope he goes
Anyway.
to I hope he goes to New England. Gets a bag.
They already got 3 running backs.
Gets replaced by a 6th-string running back halfway through the
because
season.
So
Damian Harris
Tavion
is a
Thomas
free
out of
agent.
Utah?
Yeah, sure.
Damian Harris is a free agent, so
Yeah,
I'm
he is a
gonna
free agent.
remember this P. Ryan slander. I'm gonna keep it, bro.
We're not
Watch.
slandering him. We're just telling
Remember-
you it's what's real. Like when that
No,
chick
it's
tried to
slander.
shit on Michael
It's
B.
not real.
Jordan and she didn't realize that she failed in life. The chick who called Michael B. Jordan corny, and it's like, bitch, you got yellow hair on the red carpet during Black History Month. You don't even have your real hair right now, and you're calling
Bro,
him
what are
corny.
we talking about? Michael B. Jordan.
All right, take your tangent.
Clearly, I don't understand.
Yeah,
you
forget it.
miss
Take
that
your tangent.
whole-
Let's
how you-
move on. Take your tangent.
Creed came out.
I thought that was tomorrow. Whatever. Anyway,
It comes out in
take for
theaters.
tangent.
Thursday.
Antonio Brown in AFL ownership of Albany team? Question mark.
That's fucking wild, bro.
That's
The
dope. 'Cause
AFL coming back and having Antonio Brown in their ownership group. You want to shit on the fan control football league.
his dad played for
That's
that
some wild
team.
shit.
Stupid, bro.
That's some fucking wild
His
shit.
dad was like one of the greatest AFL players ever, and he played for that franchise. So salute to
yeah, that's why he's
salute to
buying
AB and his
the team.
dad.
It makes sense. It makes
All right,
sense.
fair enough.
Shout out to like the CSUN lineage for Arena Football League.
Next.
Mm.
DK Metcalf tested after showing athleticism in the All-Star weekend. with his little jump.
His little jump? That's hate.
Yeah, that is hate.
You hating on that man's Riz.
That's hate.
You hating on that man's Riz, and that's uncalled for.
Listen, man.
His large jump with Riz.
DK Metcalf has been a phenom since the first day.
That man paused gravity.
The combine.
That man paused gravity and then went up and got a ball that was 70 feet in the fucking air.
That's why I got tested.
He might have the time stone, honestly.
Like, okay, no,
He got the power stone.
I feel like it's never been more
He got every stone.
Just not the agility stone.
Not the slow stone.
He didn't get the agility stone. That boy's slow out at the top of his route tree.
Next.
Jimmy Garoppolo is seeking between $25 and $30 million a year on his next contract.
Fuck yeah, run it up. You know your price, King. Run up your price.
I mean, if Carr's getting 35,
Yeah,
I've actually been to an NFC Championship game and have actually won a playoff game. That's
Two
my
Super
pitch
Bowls.
if I'm Jimmy G. Oh, and I fucked a porn star.
Fuck Kiara,
Mike Drive.
Oh, you mean the two-time Super Bowl champion, Jimmy G? Yeah, of course.
And he got Kiara.
Oh, and I forgot about those too.
Yeah, he got Kiara Mia. That's why I'm kind of hating.
And Brady texted me back.
Before Kiara Mia got that,
And Brady actually texted me back, bro. Watch this. Watch this. You see the three dots?
Yeah.
I just asked Brady a question. Look at that.
I'm gonna get it
He
back.
got time. He got time now. He's texting me back.
He said, "Hey, you got Kiara's number?" I wish I had Kiara Mia's number. Shit. I got sad when she got that fake ass. I was like, "You already had a fat ass. You didn't need a faker ass." Like, it was.
Yes.
When porn stars get like gross like that, it's like, bro, you didn't need plastic surgery. You needed a counselor.
Yeah, they do. It's their job, bro.
Nah, Kiara.
Listen to that August Amps podcast. Shit will make you sad. Make you not want to watch porn for like an hour.
Didn't she kill herself?
Yeah, listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
It goes into the whole intricacies of the industry and like all that stuff.
I feel like
It'll make you want to not watch porn for like an hour.
Like porn stars really just need to get hugged and
For like
then
an hour.
fucked.
I mean, I haven't.
They get hugged and then violently fucked, and then hugged after they get fucked.
No, that's
That's
the
what a
problem.
lot of them are missing.
That's the problem. That's all they get.
No, I'm
And
saying
so
like,
that leads to a
not
bunch
at
of
7 years
emotional-
old though.
No. I'm just saying, like, they need like full on emotional support. Like,
Yeah, but like not at between 7 and 14, you probably shouldn't be getting fucked and then hugged like that. Sends a bad message.
all right, we can stop talking about pedophilia now.
Anyways, anyway,
That was a great transition.
the Niners are looking to bring in a quote unquote veteran quarterback next year.
Really cool.
That could be a good Carson Wentz fit.
So whoever's in Kiara Mia's Rolodex,
God.
If you're
Yeah.
throwing out, bro,
Trey Lance.
that's a horrible trade. I wouldn't make that trade. Would you make that deal? I wouldn't make that deal.
For what?
Oh yeah.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
No, I mean he's a free agent.
Carson Wentz will take your
Piece
franchise.
of sentient feces over Carson Wentz.
What the fuck?
The blob.
I mean, who else are you gonna get? Jameis? No, he's
honestly, Jameis would find a way to not fuck it up.
who else? Tannehill if he gets cut?
So we're just gonna totally overlook Trey Lance. That's fucked up.
No, he said a veteran quarterback.
Trey
They want to
Lance
add a
is going to
veteran on
leave.
top of Trey.
You should see that vid that fucking John Lynch he scratched his head and he was like, "Yeah, everything's going well with Trey," which means it's like not. So
Trey just came out recently and said that he wants to leave. No,
yeah,
Alleged.
he has no other. I mean, he's not gonna be.
no, like he came out like a press conference, right?
I don't know about that.
Trey, I don't know about.
Was he at a
Trey,
strip
but-
It
club?
might have been today, honestly.
Did TMZ catch him at a strip club? Because that's a different story.
Yeah,
Strip club me
he's
and
probably
regular
at the
me are
strip
two different
club.
people.
It's like-
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're literally exactly the same person.
Yeah,
They're
they
not.
caught Trey at the strip
I've been in
club.
that situation with you. Like, I'm speaking from experience.
Nah, they're
Yeah,
different.
they are.
I was sober that day.
Mm.
I was sober in a strip club.
So you mean drunk you
Yeah.
and sober you are different?
Drunk me at a strip club is a different person than drunk me anywhere else.
No, also pretty much the same.
Nah,
The
it's
strip
not.
club will
Just-
make-
You haven't seen the bottom of my
Yeah.
depravity. Pete, you haven't seen the bottom
Okay.
of my depravity. You haven't.
Okay.
Trust me, it gets worse.
Okay.
I just choose
Sounds
to.
terrifying.
It gets worse than you throwing up Cheetos after one tall can. I got it.
No, that was.
and passing out
I had 3 edibles.
in your throw up.
I had
But
3
yeah.
edibles. No, I fell asleep, didn't throw up on my shoes,
How do you
woke
convert
up,
that, bro?
ate the chips, ate another edible.
But it gets worse than that, guys. It gets worse than that.
It does.
It gets worse.
It actually does.
All right, next one.
Does, huh?
Second verse, it gets worse. Another Eminem callback.
Let's see. Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones contract talks stall.
This is a big deal only because
I'm not giving him $45 million fucking dollars.
They haven't like agreed to anything.
it's only a big deal because it conflates what they're trying to do with Saquon, right? Because they're trying to sign Daniel Jones and then tag Saquon. But if you don't sign Jones, then you're going to be out a quarterback. And all of a sudden, Jones is the best quarterback on the market, not named Aaron Jones or Lamar Jackson.
What if Daniel Jones goes to the
which puts him in that $40 million range? Like that's what the
$45 million.
I know, but I'm just saying. So he's in that range on the open market. So if you're the Giants, you're gonna have to come up to that number or just start over at quarterback, which is not what they want to do. Because look how long it took for them to just get a mid quarterback.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
to just get another Eli man,
and they're talking about trading Leonard Williams.
Do they trade for Trey Lance?
Yeah,
I'll take Leonard Williams for a second, bro. I'll give him a second for Leonard Williams right now.
You're not gonna get a second for Leonard Williams.
I'll give him a third.
A Raider second is different than everybody else's second.
Yeah, because it's high. But
a
I'll
Raider
give him a
second
third.
is like a high 4.
No, a Raider second is like a high 1. It's like a low 1.
No, because usually like if what you're giving up and what you're gonna get back isn't the value that you gave up.
What?
Okay, you remember?
Wait, hold on. Before you say anything else, did you guys understand what this man just said?
No, I had no idea.
So I'm going to explain it.
All right.
Everybody relax.
All right.
So you could trade.
At BK.
No, fuck
have
that.
it your way.
You always forget the end of the jingle, though. So, yeah. You give up Leonard Williams, but then you draft somebody who isn't as good at Leonard Williams. And then it's just like, well, okay, at least we cleared up cap space. But it's rare that cats like.
So you're saying the Raiders,
the Eagles?
So you're saying whoever the Raiders take in the second round is probably a fourth rounder, is what you're trying to say?
Yes.
So you could have just said that.
It's easy to say what I said before, though.
No, it wasn't. Nobody understood what the fuck you were saying, bro.
I wouldn't have understood if I said it the other way. I would have got lost in thought.
You are a thought.
I mean, define thought.
All right. Yeah, but anyways, I would definitely trade a second or third round pick for Leonard Williams right now.
But do cats really want Raiders draft picks? It comes with a certain level of tank.
No. Plenty of Raider draft picks traded that went on and had successful careers.
Name them. Name 5.
Nate Soldier.
Really brought up the dude who had.
I'm just saying, that was just at the top of the head.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
When else did the Raiders move back?
I'm not saying moving back in the draft. I'm saying trading during the draft, during the fucking combine, bro. Like way before you get to the draft. Making a block.
I don't know what you're saying.
Because if you're trading Leonard Williams, you would trade him before like the free agency shit starts. Like you would just make the trade now.
Yeah, the Raiders don't really trade like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not talking draft day trades.
But yeah, I'm just saying like
different.
But still, I would still trade a second or a third round pick.
You got to give up a second because they already paid him.
That's fine. I'll give up a second for him. And honestly, I would use the contract as a reason to give him a third. You can have a third and a fifth.
So what?
Have 2 fifths.
So what system are you running?
The good thing about Williams is he can play all over. So
but he's your only good.
Patrick Graham is his guy. He had his best season under Graham.
So who's playing nose? Because you got 8 of them.
Well, yeah, you got to figure that out.
How the fuck you draft 8?
That's
dudes?
a problem you got to answer either way.
You have 8 dudes and none of them can do the job consistently.
None of them can do all the details of the job. They can all just do one on each, and they're all different. And it's all like, well,
so why would you get 8 plays?
Basically,
all I'm saying is Kobe Bryant.
But you know what
Kenneth
they're running.
Walker.
You know what they're running just by the personnel they have because they're so limited. Like,
yeah, and if you had just fucking drafted, Woolen, Kobe Bryant, Kenneth Walker.
All right, next one. 2 more.
Carolina Panthers founder Jerry Richardson dies at 86.
Fuck him. He's a racist piece of shit.
You know, so I was thinking about this, and yeah, you're right. He got pushed out the league for being a touchy-feely old man and also having kind of a toxic culture.
Colonial racism shit. I mean, like, full-blown slave plantation racism.
Bro, it's Carolina.
Everybody's like, Thomas Davis, everybody's like, oh, he's such a good... I was like, bro, we just gonna forget all the racist shit he did?
It's Carolina.
All right, cool. I guess now we're just clapping.
But it's Carolina. And also, there was...
Fuck, Keisha.
It's Carolina, bro.
And?
So we're going to act like that's not the mentality.
That's why I hate cancel culture, because nobody keeps the same fucking energy. When it's somebody you should be like, man, fuck that dude. I don't care if he is dead or alive. And nobody wants to keep that energy.
The only thing...
But somebody does something wrong, you want to cancel them forever.
The only thing I'll say is like, I'm not trying to like, no, he did bring a football team to fucking Carolina, and he thinks like probably 80% of people in Carolina. So
good for that.
Yeah,
that's it. He was on some real racist ass vibes. Asking Cam Newton, did he have any tattoos? Good.
Next one.
Good. Don't have any. Who the fuck are you? I'm a grown ass man.
Next one.
Jones.
John Jones.
Excuse me. I thought it said Jerry Jones.
No, you're good.
Excuse me. I was thinking Jerry Jones, pass rusher. Oh, John Jones as a pass rusher?
Did you see that video?
Nah, I just...
So basically him and your guy, David Njoku, were training in an MMA gym, and like testosterone-filled buff dudes do. They're like, all right, you're playing my sport. Let me play your sport.
Pass rushing drills?
So they did pass rushing drill. And basically, John Jones hit it with the bull rush. And so Njoku like stalemated him for a little bit. And then John Jones hit him with the push-pull and got to the bag. So
his brother was Arthur Jones, and his other brother is Chandler Jones.
Yeah, so I think he really could have been a football player. He could have been a defensive end. Yeah. And with his hands,
Chandler Jones are related.
Yeah, the whole brothers three, that whole family will whoop your ass.
And if he would have used those hands, and he would have made some of these soft ass left tackles contemplate their life decisions.
Probably would have been easier on drug testing too.
And he'd be like, hey,
the shit he got busted for is now legal.
Hey, give me that Michael Irvin test.
No, of course.
I'm not gonna talk about that one.
How long until Michael Irvin's on Showtime?
He has a $100 million lawsuit against the Marriott.
How long until Michael Irvin's on Showtime?
I ain't saying nothing.
You about to be on Showtime when you get canceled for all the shit you be saying on here.
But I'm gonna just throw racism
like
back
now,
in your face.
Showtime Sports with Kid and Barry.
Oh, you gonna cancel me? Well, let's talk about all the racist shit you did to me, and then just
Showtime is the canceled network, bro.
All the smoke. Rachel Nichols.
That's where everyone goes after they get canceled.
Damn, I'm about to get a bag. We about to get a bag. Touchdowns and tangents on Showtime.
I'm with it.
You need our audience.
I'm with it. All right, that's it for Ticker Tangent. Moving on. Fair or fade?
Can I just drop one real quick?
No, we don't got time for your audibles. Sorry.
I just have one.
Maybe if we have time at the end, you can have some creative input into your own show that you own 50% of.
Where's the 70%?
I'm mad you accepted that passive aggressive ass answer so well. You're like, all right, that makes sense. I'll wait till my turn.
Because you're being
this man's been fucking talking off the rails all the time, and now he wants to ask if he can speak. What the fuck? Are you serious?
It's fade or fair.
All right, first up, Lucas put this on the thing, but Westbrook to the Clippers. He was averaging 16, 7, and 7 on the Lakers. He is also averaging 16, 7, and 7 on the Clippers as a starter. Somebody put up two memes. It was two McDonald's workers, and it was like a man, and it was like unmotivated, unsuccessful guy, and it was a woman working at McDonald's, and it was like independent, empowered, blah, blah, blah. And it was like Russ on the Lakers was the dude at McDonald's, and Russ on the Clippers was the girl at McDonald's. Like
facts.
Two sides of the same coin.
Facts.
It's so true.
Or one's being honest and one's,
But yeah,
Holding accountability.
Fair fade. Westbrook joining the Clippers after he's basically slandered them when he joined the Lakers like multiple times.
It's a fade because I was actually at the Timberwolves game that they lost. And he played great. But you know who didn't? The fucking Morris twin.
Marcus Morris.
Bro, his name is Morris twin. I'm never calling him by his first name. I don't ever have to go to Philly. But, like, no team.
Said, I'm not going to Philly, but
no team. No team with the Morris brother will ever win a championship. Okay? God don't like you. You had 8. He went 0 for 3, and I was talking to my coworkers. It felt like he had shot 8 corner threes. He was all by himself. At least 4 corner threes. The motherfucker missed all of them.
Nick's Morris was him, though.
Weren't even close.
Nick's Morris twin was him, though.
Hey, bro, you put me on the Knicks, I'll drop 36 in one night.
But yeah, man.
It'll be Kenny Mania in this bitch.
I just think it's crazy because it's like, I just feel bad for Westbrook because he plays so hard, but it's like he just takes the whole team out of the rhythm. But then he also gives them tempo, so it's like
he was perfect for the Clippers.
They just don't have enough time to figure it out.
Terrence Mann needs.
They don't have enough time to figure it out, and that's the thing that sucks.
They gave John Wall and Terrence. They gave John Wall and Terrence Mann's minutes to fucking Morris, and Plumlee is just black. Plumlee is just white Morris. They're the same person.
That's so bad how they're doing John Wall. Like, they really won't even give this man a chance.
Like, send him to the Lakers.
Bro,
please.
that's bad.
Send him to the Lakers.
I still don't even know why Boogie's not in the league. I don't even know why Mel's not in the league, bro.
Because they just want to blackball
they're buckets, bro. Like,
they'll blackball him out the league. They'll say Boogie wasn't a Hall of Famer.
Even Beasley got pushed out like 2 or 3 years too early, man. He was a bucket, too.
I just want to say that it's really a fade how bad Plumlee and fucking Morris are. And that their minutes aren't being given.
Bro, Plumlee is shooting like almost 40% from 3, and so was Morris like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
But yeah.
Plumlee at least is better on defense. Morris don't do shit.
Fuck Plumlee, bro.
Morris don't do in transition defense. Plumlee's actually better. Batum, when Batum hit that 3, I tweeted out. I was like, please just start Batum. Because how is he still in the NBA?
He plays good.
How is he still in the NBA?
He took like 2 years off with an injury with the Hornets.
Bro,
he took like a full 2 years off.
I'd rather start Batum because at least he's more of a positive influence on that starting lineup.
He was Chandler Parsons before Chandler Parsons was Chandler Parsons.
And he didn't get Chandler Parsons back.
He was getting Chandler Parsons back. He had a max deal in Charlotte. He signed a max deal, bro. He got
more than $94 million?
Probably not as much as that.
That's what I'm saying. Chandler got $94 million and didn't do shit.
But I'm saying you could only make the max contract, and Batum was making the max.
Yeah, but I feel like his deal was much better in Dallas.
Well, yeah, because
Dallas was a better team.
Every year the max goes up.
But Dallas was a better
got the max before.
He got a max on a bad team compared to getting a max on a good team, and nobody blames you for why they suck.
Basically,
they blame Dirk.
Next one.
Morris twins.
After all those moves the Lakers made and all the hope that they gave Lakers fans,
why are we talking about that?
LeBron James was hurt, and now AD's hurt. LeBron's going to be out indefinitely. AD's day to day. So, fair or fade, Lakers fans getting their hopes up.
Man, so it's a fade. They need to just trade. They need to. I told you this. They weren't making the playoffs this year. I told you this. Like, just trade LeBron to the fucking Magic and let his son go to the Magic, and they can fucking have their little moment in the sun, and then LeBron can go retire. But this shit in LA ain't working. I'd be like, Brian, you got to go, dog.
We got our one ring.
Orlando or the Knicks. We got to You set this franchise back 10 years.
Paolo looking nice, too. All right.
Who they going to get?
Giannis coming at KD and Jokic on TV. If you missed it.
Oh, that's a fade. Bitch, say the line right. First off, you butchered the line. Your English is not very good. At least get the line right.
But did you see the whole thing, or you just saw the clip?
It was funny though.
Did you just see the clip, or
I saw the whole thing, but it was funny. But it was bitchy. It was like, you're lame for that.
But after the punchlines, he was like, "KD, I respect your game. You're my favorite player growing up." Blah blah blah. And then Jokic, he was like, "Jokic, I love your game." Blah blah blah. And it's like,
hey, didn't everybody you played get hurt, Milwaukee Bucks?
And
didn't everybody get hurt that year? Didn't everybody get hurt that year?
Still won the championship
because everybody got hurt.
My whole thing with this though is
that's a weak ass ring.
Why don't we talk more about Giannis?
Because it was a weak ass ring because everybody got hurt.
No, besides that, why
The
don't we
whole
talk
league was
more
hurt.
about Giannis? He's a 2-time MVP and has been in the MVP conversation for like 6 years straight. Number 1 team in the East.
Because they're trying to get that Victor.
His team didn't lose a game in all February. They went 15-0.
Because they're trying to get that
And we
Victor,
still don't talk about them.
Because they're trying to bring in the new international
So
African dude.
they were talking
the
about
Victor kid.
They were talking about this on the morning show with Jay, Max, and Keyshawn. And one of the points they brought up was like, it's because we don't like to talk about likable guys in the NBA. We like to talk about the polarizing personalities and the drama. Like, we don't like to talk about the dude who just wants to get along with everyone.
Yeah, we think he's pussy.
But yeah,
Which is
I thought
wrong.
that was a good point.
Or we like to listen to Stephen A. Smith's takes.
Jordan Poyer wants to go to a team in a state that doesn't take half of his money. He shouted out Miami. How great it would be to go there.
Vegas.
Fair or
Texas.
fade? Poyer basically
Poyer's
saying he wants to go to a division rival.
No, he wants to go somewhere where he fucking gets more of his money back. Either Texas, Miami, or Vegas. And you got to remember in Buffalo, especially if you play in Canada, they double tax you. Like people who play on the Raptors get taxed fucking out the ass. And you get taxed for every city you play in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the amount of taxes you probably get hit playing in Buffalo because you're that close to Canada. Shit, I would be tired of it too.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're playing in
And
Buffalo,
it's cold as fuck.
which is New York, and you're playing in.
Remember he had that kidney
You're
injury?
playing with the Nets. You're playing the fucking Jets.
People don't
which is
consider Buffalo
Jersey,
part of New York.
which is also. But I'm saying it's in the state of New York.
They
so
play
you
in Brooklyn though.
Will you listen?
I'm listening, but
You're
I'm
not.
Nobody. I'm telling you, nobody respects Buffalo outside of
But
Buffalo.
what I'm telling you is, he plays in the state of New York, so he plays 8 games that he's getting taxed at the New York rate.
Yep.
Then he goes and plays
Sick rate.
in the Jets, high ass rate. He goes and plays in New England, high ass rate. So that's 10 ass games where he's playing a high ass rate.
Including the playoffs.
So it's like, yeah, if you can go to a team with lower rates, but I don't know what that is. I guess probably
Texas,
yeah, you'd have to play
Miami,
play in there, play Texas.
Vegas. Might go to Jacksonville. Shit, they got
No,
money.
but because if you go to Vegas, you're going to be playing in LA still at least once a year,
But if you go to Miami,
probably twice.
When you go to Miami, let's say you don't go to Miami. Let's say you go to Jacksonville.
Well, the cost of living is really cheap in Vegas, but I don't want any 5'8" safeties. I'm good
He's not 5'8". He's like 5'9", 5'10".
with cleats on.
Google Jordan Poyer.
With cleats
Google
on.
Jordan. You weren't even fucking with Jordan Poyer coming out.
I'm not. I'm still not. Still not. Still not. Never have. Never have, never will. I'm good, bro. I'm
So
good
I'm
on
at
Jordan
Oregon
Poyer.
State and was
Yeah.
like, nah, hard pass.
Yep. Next. Oh, it's me. Sorry. All right. The NFL supposedly is going to be instituting $350K fines for any inappropriate combine questions during the interview processes. Fair or fade, getting $350K for asking a question.
You should give it to if you ask my mom suck dick, I'm going to stab you in the throat. Like, is that the sound your mom made when she gargled my balls last night?
No, I would be like...
That's what I would say.
No, I would say something smart like, yeah, but she not sucking yours.
But I heard your sister's pussy is amazing. Like, I would be we'd be fighting in that room. Like, you're not going to ask me if my mom is a crack whore and my dad's a pimp. Like, people really don't give Des Bryant his flowers for being an angel.
And with the
seventh
7th round pick in the Control Football League.
Kenneth Frank James Berry.
Kenneth Frank James Berry.
Ask my mom when she sucked dick. Go ahead. Well, I got here, but it's
See, what
not as
happened
much as your mom.
I was going to be an undrafted free agent, but then I just went in on every NFL front office during the combine. And yeah, now I'm a 7th round pick in the
They
Control
asked
Football
if any of
League.
my family's a single mother, and I snapped.
All
What'd
right.
you say? I turned into the ghost of Stink Meaner.
This one is weird. So basically, there was a commercial during the Super Bowl where Max Crosby appeared in a generic jersey that was silver and black. And so the NFL is suing him. So the NFL is suing the law firm that put that commercial together featuring Crosby in a knockoff jersey.
Because it's antitrust if you sue your own employee.
So then the lawsuit So then the law firm is countersuing the NFL to shut down the lawsuit. So yeah, Fair or Fade suing Crosby, suing the law firm that endorsed Crosby.
That's a
over a
fade. I
commercial.
feel like that should be a fade because I feel like you should have known what was coming, especially with all those weird.
Being a lawyer, like yeah, bro.
With all those weird Jesus commercials that happened during the Super Bowl, I feel
All
like
I'm gonna say is this, my guy.
I should have cleared.
All I'm gonna say is this. Listen, man, Raiders haven't won a Super Bowl in 40 years.
Only 40.
They just moved facilities. Before that, the facilities stadium was all at the bottom of the rings.
Garbage.
Their technology is bad. They just fired a bunch of VPs at the end of last season. Raiders got a lot of issues. What they don't have problems with is lawyers. Never had problems with lawyers. If you go back in history of time, the Raiders always have great lawyers.
Shout out to Big Boy. My lawyers stay down.
So, yeah, like if I got to go with anyone, I'll go with the Raiders lawyers and the NFL via proxy.
Litigiously and expeditiously.
Because even if the NFL is suing to get the Raiders back, you know they consulted the Raiders lawyers.
And Max Crosby's now the new coolest white boy in the league. It went from Travis Kelce to now Max Crosby. They're trying to make him the coolest white boy in the league. So if he accidentally if there's a video that comes up of him saying the N-word like 15 years ago, we'll all forgive it. Because he's cool with Boosie Collins.
Wait, he's cool with Boosie Collins?
You're not a real Raiders fan. You didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
How the fuck you not know that, bro?
What? That
was one of the first things that happened when he got to Oakland,
That's the most random shit, bro. I remember when he sang that fucking song.
Him and Boosie
everyone
Collins
was like, damn, this little white boy got soul.
Him and Boosie Collins been A1 since day one.
That's fucking wild, bro. Are you kidding me?
You understand Boosie Collins is one of the greatest fucking musical minds.
I know. Imagine Boosie Collins and Max Crosby walking to a strip club.
The strip clubs start throwing ones at them.
Yeah.
The strippers throw ones at them. I'd rather be with you starts playing for no reason.
All right. Last one. So basically the Eric DeCosta of the Ravens made some petty ass comment when asked like if they're gonna plan on taking any receivers, and he was like, yeah, like I'd say I have a problem receivers if I had some, or some passive aggressive shit like that.
So we've been swinging and missing, but we're gonna keep swinging.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then fucking
first round pick Rashad Bateman, who went to Minnesota,
jumped in and was like, I'm tired of you guys blaming us at number 8. If you would just get coaches who actually coach to their players' strength, there wouldn't be any issues.
Pretty much took a shot at Greg Roman, which I would have hired Byron Leftwich as the OC, but that just made too much sense. Todd Monken, okay. What he's going to do? Throw those running backs and receivers? Run block? Oh, I'm sorry. Because that wasn't what they've been doing for fucking 9 years in a row.
So, did the TCU or USC receiver, do they have any injury issues?
Jordan Addison had the ankle. But
yep, he's a Raven.
That's what let me finish. He finished. That's fucked up.
Because you know it's true.
That's the same player. Like him and Addison are practically almost the same player. So you wouldn't draft Addison. Fuck you, bro. That's fucked up. Addison cool as hell.
You know it's true though.
Addison went up a Patriot. Watch.
No, it's true, man.
Addison went up a Patriot.
The Ravens cannot take any receiver with any even remote. If he ever caught the flu in the past,
they're gonna take Kaz Allen. Watch.
Pass on him.
They're gonna take Kaz Allen and make him a receiver out of UCLA. But nah, they'll probably Quentin Johnson's not gonna fall that far. He's not gonna fall that far unless he runs like a 4.57 or some shit. But people comparing him to the late great Chris Henry, and I'm like, I don't think y'all realize how nice Chris Henry was.
All right, time to wrap up the show. Are Lucas and Nikki still there? Hold on, let me look at my Zoom.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, Lucas, you actually have something this week?
Nikki dealt with all that shit. The fuck, bro?
God damn it!
Your audio's bad enough, and you have nothing to offer us. Come on, man. Do we need to come out there and like take you on a guy's trip?
Okay, well, it sounds like you're a whole bunch of shit, so why not you go?
Oh,
I'm joking, bro. You know it comes from a good place.
But
Telling you, bro. Thank you. Just go on Tinder, find you some chick who's really a masseuse. She's not really there.
Here we go. All right, Nikki,
No, I'm
go
just
ahead.
fucking with you.
Do your rant.
Don't do that. You might get robbed. Don't do that.
All right, Nikki, you got the mic.
Hold on. Kenny, go ahead. I gotta cook for a second.
Let her cook. Let her cook. All right, I'll go real quick.
3 hours later.
Real quick.
BK.
You gotta stop. I want to say the line too. Sometimes. Selfish ass. But nah, man, it's been a great week for me. Coming down off my birthday week and just kind of assessing the month. My grandma's birthday's on the 20th. My Aunt Marianne's birthday coming up. Jean's birthday passed. My nephew just turned 21 months. And like last week, he said uncle for the first time. Like he said it perfectly twice. I'm not saying I cried a little bit, but you know, internally, like a tear just fell. I was like, ah. So that was nice. And Rolling Loud is this weekend. I think I work Sunday. So I'm going to run into the end of that shit, but it's supposed to be over 200,000 people, about 20 to 40,000 people every day from Friday to Sunday. Holy fuck. Forward to it.
That's not that much.
No, bro. I seen the construction. That shit's going to be outrageous.
LAX was popping so hard.
That's
Bro, I was thinking, it's 10 o'clock at night. There's no way the LAX should look like this right now.
Ain't no fucking way.
girl. Have you been to LAX at 10 a.m.? It's always like that.
No, but it was.
But
crazy.
yeah, I'm sure it was extra. But it's always like that because that's when a lot of the flights come in.
I've been to the departures before. I've dropped off, and it wasn't nearly that long. It took me like 45 minutes to get through the departures.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going because you gotta tell me your secrets because I always spend at least 45 minutes picking people up.
At 10 p.m. at nighttime?
Yes. I've been in traffic at 1 a.m. at LAX. Going around that fucking little turn, bro.
Don't fuck around, miss your turn.
LAX is very, very
Fuck, I fucking hate LAX.
For an international airport, the fact that they have like one little tiny lane for all terminals is
Well, careful what you
very
wish
fucked
for
up.
because now you're gonna have to get dropped off at the 405 and take a fucking train in.
Yeah, that's some dumb shit.
Which that shit was already supposed to be done last year, but yeah, I digress. We'll see when it gets finished.
They'll drop you off down the street by the In-N-Out. And just drop me off on fucking Lincoln. Might as well do that.
No, you're gonna get dropped off on the right by the 405, the Sepulveda, like right off the 405,
Yeah, that's
exit of
trash.
Sepulveda, and then the train is just gonna take you all the way straight in.
Yeah, that's trash as
You're not
fuck.
gonna be able to drive in anymore.
Yeah, that's trash as fuck.
That's not that
The
far.
yellow line is right
Like,
there.
Yeah, but I don't think that really changes any of the problem. I think that just puts more traffic where there's already traffic. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the buses. Because the big blue bus won't even stop. at that
especially
station
when
sometimes.
dumbass motherfuckers who don't watch the news and don't look at Twitter are like, oh, I'm going to drive in. And then they got a U-turn and then your flight gets delayed because they're dumb. Oh, I didn't know they had to get dropped off at the train. Like, fuck, dude. Especially those. Yeah, bro. Don't get me started on
Just
people.
meet me at the Carl's Jr. down the street.
I'm
Fuck.
like, bro, like, I didn't grow up flying, so I get it. But I'm like, bro, like, come on. It's not that hard to figure out. Like, motherfuckers who don't fly is like, bruh. Like, this guy trying to take a
It's not
fucking
really-
keg of mouthwash in his fucking carry-on. Like, bro.
Well, I never did that.
Or lotion or whatever the fuck you try to take, bro. Like,
I put it in my backpack. That shit always goes through.
yeah. You're playing with fire there.
Yeah.
All right.
Is what it is. But yeah, I pray for everybody who's coming through the fucking grapevine, which is pure snow right now. It was hailing the other day. People are not handling the coldest winter in LA history correctly. and it's bothering me.
Goodbye, my friends.
History?
Technically, yes.
It is.
It was like 38 degrees the other night. I was at work and it was fucking flooding.
It's the coldest streak.
You're shitting me.
No.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, there's never been 8 days.
I came here to get out to for the warm weather, and then the moment I get here, it's the coldest winter in LA history. That's fucking lame.
And wait till spring hits, then you're gonna get the allergies.
Okay, so like the storm we had on Tuesday and Wednesday would have been the biggest storm of last year. But because we already had like a huge storm the week before, it didn't feel like anything. And then the storm like 2 weeks ago also would have been the biggest storm of last year. Like we've already gotten more precipitation this year than like last year all combined.
And last Friday was fucking crazy. And it's already bad enough that those train derailments that fucked up that small town.
You want to know something depressing? California only they can only use about 30% of that, and we need about 10 years of that to get out of a drought.
And it's illegal to collect.
We would need 10 years of this to get out of our drought.
It's illegal to collect rainwater too. You literally will get.
Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me
from
collecting rainwater?
The government. Don't say that again because they'll come looking for us too.
They're gonna see it on my back porch and then crawl over and then pour it out.
They're gonna harp your ass to death.
And then snicker in my face with it.
Yes, they might. They might unappear you. Some men in black might show up to your house.
Finish.
But now, other than that,
Stalin secret police shit.
Waterworld.
That's fucked up. Other than that, I can't remember what my harp on was, but John Jones is fighting this weekend, I think. Oh yeah, that Jake Paul shit was bullshit. I can't believe y'all paid to watch Jake Paul fight. He's not a real boxer. Tommy Fury, Loki kind of trash too. But they have no choice but to fight each other again. But shout out to Jake Paul for making more money than a lot of these fucking boxers. And shame on PBC for still not making Terrence Bud Crawford versus fucking Errol Spence. The fact that fight has not happened yet is utter trash and disgusting. And I'm supposed to be happy about fucking Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. No, Tank Davis is going to punch his fucking head off. Like, fuck you, boxing. You suck.
At all?
Yeah, I think that's it. Shout out to my nephew kicking and slapping the shit out of my sister.
Wow. That was kind of...
He did it to me, too. Like, he hit me so hard, I just, like... I looked off into the ether. It's like, don't hit him. Wait till he gets older. Then he can actually take the punch and it'll be fair. It won't be considered child abuse. Wait till he hit high school and just catch his ass slipping one day. Just pop him right in the diaphragm. Like, we even now. And Ant-Man wasn't trash. Those ratings are bullshit. Don't believe him. Ant-Man,
I haven't heard any bad ratings about...
Bro, people been saying Ant-Man's trash, and I'm tired of hearing it.
I haven't heard any bad ratings.
I haven't heard anything bad about it yet.
It's either the second lowest or the lowest rated Marvel movie ever.
The only thing lower than it is Eternals, and Eternals is honestly so bad.
Eternals is not good.
Honestly, I think this movie was way better than Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, I think that's just Wakanda Forever fallout, because I think everyone was just kind of done with the Marvel Universe after that bullshit.
That's fair.
All right, for me, well, Nikki, do you want to go?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, so I just dropped my fiance off at the airport. He's going to a bachelor party.
Let her cook. Wait, you got a bachelorette party?
No, it's a different. Like he's a groomsman for a different guy.
I'm about to say you got to get a party too. Like
I was gonna say, are we gonna have to take you to the strip club?
We'll take you to the strip club.
We could be your bachelorette.
We'll get you all the chicken tenders you want. The finest barbecue sauces.
We'll happily be a designated strip hitter.
Your strip club support group.
Yeah. Go ahead. Cook.
Yeah, I've actually never been to one, so I would definitely need a support group in that regard.
We got you. We will take one for the team.
Anyway.
Al dente.
Reluctantly.
Oh yeah, sure. Y'all would be suffering very hard.
Yes, we will.
I appreciate y'all bringing next out for that like that for me, you know. Anyway, yeah, so he's going to Texas, this place called Lake Athens, which I don't know exactly where
That
Athens,
sounds scary.
Texas
I would never
is.
go there.
I didn't even know there was an Athens in Texas.
Sounds scary.
Me neither until like yesterday, but it's 3 hours out from Houston. So I'm guessing if it's 3 hours out from Houston, it must be like between, like in the Waco-ish area, or wait, maybe near Austin. I don't know. So let's just say Austin. So nearish Austin, I guess. He got very lucky with the weather because it's been pretty shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it cold?
But they all got very lucky, even though they decided to schedule it at such a terrible time. That it's going to be 70s and sunny all weekend, which is perfect lake weather.
Yeah.
So he's going to be getting trashed with his frat brothers all weekend, which great for him. But me, on the other hand, I'm going to get to have a lovely, relaxing, alone time weekend that I'm very excited for. Tomorrow, I'm planning on going grocery shopping. I know. Hold on to your seats.
Hey.
But I'm going to go grocery shopping and meal prep / plan, do that high protein, low carb macro shit, talking about gotta get that those macros in, whatever. And then on Saturday I'm gonna go hiking. I'm gonna do the famous like Hollywood trail sign thing or whatever. It's 6 miles long, so like I might die, but I think I'll be okay. I was thinking about taking my dog, but I don't want to force my dog through a 6 mile trail because like she's lazier than I am. So I feel like she would die. So, I'm going to be doing that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, I'm going to a bridal expo at Crypto Arena, which is just basically like, it's just like everything wedding, I guess. And it has like a bunch of stupid like freebie shit and like free samples and like whatever. Like it's, I don't know, it sounds kind of cringe, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Whatever, I'm not doing anything else. So, but yeah, that's pretty much my weekend while he's away. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of, it girl bossing over the weekend. If y'all have any like solo weekend LA trip ideas for me to do, to keep myself busy, let me know. And I might.
Why don't you just go for a drive? Like go
bottomless mimosas.
Have you been to San Diego?
Gas is expensive.
Okay.
Better use the bus
Fair
system.
enough.
Better use that bus system out in Venice.
Fair enough.
Oh, I could do that. I wanted to get to know the metro, so I could do.
Yeah, do that. Take the metro to downtown from where you're at.
Don't have your phone out though on metro like that.
Yeah, but like, what would I do when I got to downtown? Like,
You can
get
go
Jags,
to
get assaulted by the clickers.
You could go to
by the clickers or the clippers.
You could go to Mocha or the
I would say
Broad.
avoid downtown. I would say start like in Venice, work your way down to Pier Burger at Santa Monica Pier. That's actually a fire spot.
No.
Then work your way to a bar. Then go see a nice little movie. There's a Whole Foods right there. You might as well get all your shopping done.
It only runs to Santa Monica. The closest metro to me is in Santa Monica.
Yeah, don't listen to him. That sounds boring. You don't want to. You go to Santa Monica all the time. Go somewhere you don't. Go somewhere you haven't gone. Go to fucking K-Town. Go to fucking downtown. Go to WeHo. Go to
K-Town. Go to J-Town. One of those towns.
Fuck.
It's actually not racist. There is a J-Town.
There's a J-Town.
There is.
Vera Street. I don't know. There's all kinds of shit.
Spring Street has a lot of good food options.
You just told her not to go to downtown. You see? Man,
well, you
don't
said
listen to this guy.
You said go to downtown, so it's like, well, fuck it. I guess we're going downtown. So
you don't even go to downtown.
I used to.
When'd you go to downtown, my guy?
There was a part in my life where
before I knew you, so that was.
What does that mean?
I went to downtown.
You don't know what downtown is?
You'll know when you see it.
So like the middle of the city,
like downtown.
Like downtown would be considered. What's the name?
Well, you can head downtown and you can stop in Mid City. You can stop in K-Town. You can stop at Alvera Street. You can go to downtown.
Wilshire and Western is a good spot.
You can go to the Art District. You can go to wherever the fuck. Like, I don't know.
Union
There's a lot
Station
of shit to
would
do
be
downtown.
Union Station would be downtown.
You don't know what K-Town is? You didn't live in Mid City.
That's
Koreatown.
Koreatown.
No, I don't.
It's Koreatown.
Well, if you end up on Wilshire and Western, you're pretty much near Koreatown.
That's the best Korean barbecue you have on this side of the Pacific.
Well, yeah.
Get yourself on a massage, fucking pampering.
And the best.
Italy, K-Town, Chinatown, freaking like. I went to Soho, which was cool one time, and then Chinatown, I think I glazed by.
There's always a Soho.
What?
There's a Soho like everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, there is.
Pretty much.
Southern Hollywood.
Oh, we thought you were talking about the Soho.
Soho in New York.
We thought you were talking about the house.
What? Okay.
Soho on the East Coast is pretty much.
Well, Soho is a district in New York, but I thought she was talking about the fucking workspace club adjacent. So the social club,
it's like little,
social house. That's what it stands for. Soho.
It's like right
Social
next to
tin house,
Chinatown.
whatever.
Yeah, but there's this thing called.
There's like China.
I mean, I believe you. I've never been to South Hollywood. I've never heard anyone call it South Hollywood.
There's South Hollywood.
There's West Hollywood and North Hollywood and just Hollywood.
Okay. North Hollywood isn't even Hollywood.
I'm thinking of an entirely different place. I just realized that I went. I vacationed somewhere that had a Soho with the Chinatown right next to it. My bad.
Every Chinatown is different depending on where you go.
But girl, you drive a Civic, like gas ain't gonna kill you that bad. Just stop driving so damn fast. You want to talk about saving gas? Stop driving like an idiot.
That's just offensive.
I got places to be. And
okay, then don't bitch about gas. Then
you're not in Texas anymore.
Have you been in?
How many? It's not about the wrecks. We're talking about gas.
He didn't answer the
about
question.
Gas.
He didn't answer the question though.
I'm 3 and 2.
I've never gotten a ticket.
I'm 3 and 2.
He said 3 and 2.
I've never gotten a ticket. I've never been in a wreck. I know how to like.
I didn't say
different. Like I know how my.
I didn't say anything about safety. I didn't say anything about tickets. I'm talking about pure gas. You are burning gas when you hit that gas on La Cienega. When you hit that gas on that hill, skirt, you are killing your MPG. You probably don't even have your MPG thing on your dashboard.
I want my MPG. That shit was a fire commercial back in the day.
Yeah, eco mode don't do shit if you hit the gas.
It hasn't been taken out of eco mode.
It just fucks up your AC when you do that.
Speaking of getting fucked up, shout out to Travis Scott for punching out his producer in the face for getting the sound levels wrong in the studio. Yes, that happened.
All right, so for me, it's been another long week. I don't know why I've been having such a hard time trying to shut off work. I don't know if it's just because I'm stressed about money or like just because I want like new clients or like
you like pain and suffering.
I like pain and suffering. That's on there. I am a Clipper and a Raider fan, but yeah, it's been tough for me trying to set those boundaries. But I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do a better job because I got a lot of shit that I want to do even outside of just work. Got projects I need to catch up with, and I got errands I need to catch up on, but for whatever reason, I've just been fucking slaving away. And not because anyone's asking me or making me, but like literally just because that's what I've been doing. Like, it's weird. I don't know. I guess you could say I'm passionate about my work.
Woo! I have that type of you.
Actually, that probably just proves that I'm a sociopath. God damn.
You're a TARS, duh. All of you have a hint of sociopath.
This is a dark rant I just went on.
Very dark.
But yeah, besides that, true life, I just realized I'm a sociopath, and the BK song is playing in my head.
BK,
thank you.
Have it your way.
But yeah, outside of
Have
that,
fun.
man, the Clippers just will drop their third game. They got another 2 games versus some playoff teams. If they lose these 2 games, they're not only going to find themselves in the 11th seed next to the Lakers, but Ty Lue might have to go. I'm sorry, because, yeah, man, this man, he's a good coach, but I don't know if he's a head coach.
They lost to the Wolves, the T-Wolves, and Anthony Edwards didn't even score 20 points, and Cat didn't play. Embarrassing.
Cat hasn't played all year. So that's not that embarrassing, but that hurt them in the standings for sure. Even though the Warriors are, even though the Wolves are below them and the Warriors are below them. So both those teams gained some ground on them.
I need a fourth guy to score at least 17 points a game.
But yeah, they need to beat the Grizzlies and they need to beat the Kings. They need to win both of those games and then beat the Raptors and the Knicks. And then they got the Warriors again, Magic. So
Amnesty Morris.
They have a doable schedule, but they need to just start clicking. And unfortunately, they don't have enough time to click. They had so much roster turnover, and Russ is an enigma, and Morris is an enigma, and Gordon's an enigma, and is Paul George playing, is Kawhi playing. There's just so many questions and variables with the Clippers that it's like, fuck, man. I just want to make a run for once. I just want everyone to be healthy and make shit happen.
Eric Gordon played 10 minutes, touched the ball, didn't fucking shoot. I was like, why is Eric Gordon not shooting?
He doesn't know his role, bro, especially with Russ.
No, he had a spot up three he could have took, but instead fucking Morris is getting the green light from the corner and
because he doesn't want to fuck up the flow of the offense when Morris and Russ are already doing that enough.
Morris shouldn't even be allowed to shoot.
It's hard.
Morris shouldn't be on the floor. Terrence Mann should have all his minutes.
Fair enough. But yeah, man, outside of that,
get invested in basketball.
Outside of that, next week, I'm just looking forward to following the rest of the combine through this end of this weekend.
Free agency is on the 15th.
Free agency is keeping up super fast. We got St. Patrick's Day on the fold. Got a big gay cruise I'm going on that weekend.
Did you say you're going on a big gay cruise?
Yeah, it's a bachelor party, but I'm calling it a big gay cruise.
That's
yeah. I feel like that's I'm getting shirts.
I feel like you didn't have to call it a big gay cruise.
I'm just saying.
Like,
international waters.
You on some sick shit, bro.
What happens on the cruise ship stays on the cruise
ship.
Hey, just
at least I'm not going to Brokeback Lake. So.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
You got there fucking having a glizzy party on the open sea. Like,
I'm just saying, like, bro, why you want to go on a cruise for your bachelor party? Like, bro, so I guess
do shit.
That's what you want to do, my guy. Fine, it's your last ride.
Go. Are you kidding me? If you have the money to go on a cruise for a bachelor party, I'd do it.
I guess, man. It's a lot of dudes.
Are you hinting at what you want your bachelorette party to be? Is it all girl cruise?
We're making Kenny wear a veil.
Why do I have to wear a veil? Are you fucking sacrificing me or something? What kind of weird shit is that? Why a veil?
I'll wear a sash. I'll wear a pink sash.
Yeah.
Is it hot pink?
Lucas will wear a tiara.
Is it hot pink with black colors? Or is it like, because if the color scheme is fucked up, I'm not wearing it. If the color scheme don't pop, don't ask me to wear it.
All right, well, that's touchdowns and tangents. I just really wanted to filibuster to get to 2.5 hours because I said we were going to go 2.5 hours, and I just wanted Kenny to be wrong. We're almost there, so yeah.
Man, I was done talking.
You're wrong. Well, I'm glad you were done talking, and we all got some time around that. Thank you. So considerate.
You're welcome.
Well, this is Touchdowns and Tangents. You can catch us on Twitter and Instagram, TDs_tangents. Touchdownsandtangents.com. Shout out to your favorite podcast. Shout out to everyone who fucks with us. We are out. Peace.
Have it your way.
Peace.